Hello everybody in the chat. This is GDO back with another banjo race. We've got Booter happening today with the terrorizing Hag 1 music going on. Joining today for the race we have AmazingShake versus icupspeedruns.
What?
I'll let you say hi again, Shake, because I so rudely interrupted you.
Oh no, you're good. I kind of fit it in there. You're
good. Joining me on commentary today, I have Hyper.
Morning.
I'm really happy that this tournament so far, I've had a different person commentating every race. That's I love the variety. Later tonight, we have another banjo race happening, so a little bit of a dinner break, and then we're going to have Schlongster versus Lord Fluffy, and I'll get to that one later. But for now, we got another race right at you. Hopefully my seeds are good still. Are you both ready to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck.
Alright, good luck guys. Make it a good one.
Alright, they're getting pulled off, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Perfect.
Good luck. Alright, good luck guys. Off by a little bit, but it's alright.
Yeah, it's always off by just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, not a bad spawn.
Yeah, Kokiri Forest, almost vanilla. Little bit of a split. iCup's going to be going for the Kokiri sword chest first. Meanwhile, Shake's going to go into Mido's house. He's got forest keys. He's got a bottle.
Uh-oh.
Piece of heart. And another piece of heart. Okay, so a bottle with bugs in it. Very good. It just means, you know, early skull collecting. Meanwhile, iCup only gets a blue rupee. So
yeah, I mean, it is nice that you can get like 3 skulls right here with that, though.
yeah. One thing I like about their start it means I don't need to like rush to like start writing down a billion hints right away, as we've seen in the last bunch of seeds with the early market starts. Yeah, it looks like Shake has randomized music on, so he's got the nice somber inside of the Deku tree going on. Alright, and they've pretty much just like straight traded out routes. And then I imagine both of them are going to insta-minuet, as we've seen Shake already done.
Nope. Nope, iCup's going up.
Yeah, Song of Time.
Oh, he remembered. Okay. But I like what Shake did there. He didn't have to leave the Kokiri sword maze. I didn't get to read that.
Skull Kid in the Lost Woods has a piece of heart, so...
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess this is good, starting with Minuet. It's a hard place to get back to if you don't have the song. And then on top of that, I mean, there's like 3 hints right in the Lost Woods here. Plus 1 right outside Kokiri Forest as well, which they'll probably get on the way out.
There's, yeah, like, and also in the corner by the scrub is a potential 5th hint, so it's just all chock full of information.
Yeah.
Let's start.
So we have gotten quite a bit of information here. So Frogs 2 is dead, so they're not going to have to, you know, play all the songs for the frogs. And on top of that, Forest Temple is Way of the Hero, which is a great hint to go along with those forest keys that they got in Mido's house.
Oh, what? Bottom of the well.
Bottom of the well.
Skull Mask. Well, at least for Skull Mask, it's easy for them to get back here.
Yeah. Skull Mask is pretty easy too, just because you start with the letter. You don't have to talk to the guard. You just go straight to the mask on your way to market, and then CAC is like such a central area. You like always kind of just make your way back there eventually.
Yeah. Overworld OP, man, in these settings.
Yeah, they really are. And I mean, a lot of the checks you can just kind of walk around and get. You don't need so many items, I mean. But, I mean, like we saw in the last seed, It's really hard to like, you know, actually get progress without some items. Otherwise, you're just walking around doing nothing for the entire seed, and then bam, 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 all the dungeons right off the bat.
Oh. Where are we going?
Shake's trying to play Requiem,
Where are we going?
but he doesn't
You got
have
Song of
Requiem.
Time,
Yeah, it's Song of Time, not Requiem. I mean, the notes kind of look similar. He probably just saw the A, so.
he just had a moment.
I'm really glad that we had
fucking
Shake's
moron.
audio on for that. Uh-oh, he's got his mic on too. That is a Keck W. Also, sorry I didn't say it TSR, but thanks for the raid. Alright, so iCup gonna be going back into the forest. He's gonna be doing his early skulls in the forest. I didn't see if he got the one behind the twins' house, I think it is.
No, because it hasn't been nighttime.
Oh, that's right. That's a night skull. But he is getting all his dirt patches out of the way. Meanwhile, Shake doing the early child thing we saw
I would
a
commit
lot.
to this. I mean, I guess this isn't really committing to anything. It is. They're just a little slow for this early.
I don't think your bugs burrowed in the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked up one of the bugs and then the other ones just crawled away. They didn't even bother burrowing. Okay. Oh, there's one spy bug that took literally forever. Okay, there we go. Alright,
Okay, so he has 2.
Yeah, 2 early skulls. I think these dirt patches ones are ones that are... I don't know if I would go out of the way for them. I think that was
Prelude
bullet.
and Crater.
Oh, it was Prelude? Okay.
Yeah, Prelude in the Crater. Alright, now does iCup go for Open Grotto or does he go for Ranch?
Looks like he's going for Open Grotto as well.
Yeah.
I mean, these settings were really popular Season 3 when you started in Kokiri Forest.
Uh-huh.
So it's probably the same thing. And I mean, Shake's
Yeah.
probably going to be doing the whole, like, Gerudo Valley to Lake Hylia play as well. Whether or not we'll see iCup do that, who knows. He might choose to go to Lake Hylia, just straight to Lake Hylia, but I don't really see a point in just going straight to Lake Hylia, so maybe not. Especially with no hints. And they are Sphere 0 checks as well, so...
Lake is just a decent play now, rather than being slow like it used to.
Mm-hmm.
Key rings.
Alright, well... Normally we see some sort of deviation a little bit, but with the start that they got, it's pretty just, like, straightforward. Up until they decide to go to CAC, probably.
No!
Uh-oh, that's bad, that's bad! Alright, well, Shake's not going to be able to see what's in the waterfall, and he's not going to get the hint, so...
Oh, that feels bad.
Yeah, unless iCup loses his chicken as well, he's going to be down that information as well, but... Shake kind of dropped the cuckoo behind the chest, so I guess when he went to go pick it up, it just, like, didn't work out. I saw Big Pose leads to something, but I didn't see what it was.
I think it was Blue Rupee.
Yeah.
Shake is not making a play for any of these skulls.
Yeah. I mean, Shake's
That one
probably...
right there would have been free.
Yeah. I mean, 20 skulls is 20 skulls. So, oh.
That's Din's.
That's Din's fire. So they know they at least need scale for Din's.
iCup is probably going to grab this skull too.
Yeah. We don't know what their Shadow Temple has, so... Alright, iCup's going to get the cuckoo, so he's going to be able to actually see what's over here. And again, we're crossing our fingers for Shake that it's not something super important.
Uh-huh.
If it is, I mean, he'll make his way back here eventually, but No, it's just a blue.
Okay, he didn't get punished.
Yeah, it looks like Nehru's, so not important. Oh.
That's good to know, though.
Yeah, so Lab Dive has their GTG keys, so I mean, that hint is somewhere else in the world, but
Oh, okay, he didn't get the skull.
yeah, whether or not Shake is gonna come across it somewhere is, you know, who knows.
He's not gonna want to come back, but if they get Epona's early and Gerudo Fortress opens up, he could always get it then.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, Bigoron Sword.
Nice.
It's a pretty good item to have super early in a seed. It definitely speeds up, like, pretty much every area you're in.
Yeah. Before you even go adult, having it, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really speed up any of the child stuff. Alright, Icup up to 3 skulls now. I really doubt he's gonna get the 2 night skulls here, especially now that it, like, just turned day.
Is he not gonna look at the item?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he'll do it.
Maybe
on
he'll
the way
do it
back.
on the way back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Shake is gonna go to probably Lon Lon or Market at this point.
Yeah.
I would go to Lon Lon, get my song.
Yeah, songs are real good, especially if they're, you know, there's a lot of warp songs early. Really helps you when you go adult, because, I mean, like, Bolero's got a song at it. Oh no,
Oh, no.
he fell off. Bolero's got a song at it, Requiem's got a song at
No, just go the other.
it. Is the other
now
way
you're
faster?
fighting. No, the way he was going.
Oh.
He's now fighting. I don't know if you really fight the current, but this
Yeah.
is further.
I always thought it was faster to swim to this side. Yeah, now at this point you'd go to Lon Lon, even if you were going to Market. Alright, Icup's got his Bigoron sword now too. We'll see where he goes. Oh, now he's going to check.
They know they're going to have to walk into Market because they're not going to be able to get Prelude, so that'll have to be routed in at some point.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really easy to mess up time of day.
Alright, so Shake chose to swim across Lake Hylia. Meanwhile, Icup is walking the long way around. But both kind of, again, doing this exact same thing. Except now Shake's one step ahead. Until he decides to go back for his valley stuff. I mean, or he could... I mean, he could also take the other play, which is like, you know, you fall off and you just go, oh, I guess it was just Baron. I know that's a classic meme movement or moment when I do rando. Huh. Didn't realize that area was Baron. Alright, Shake getting his first skull. Several behind Icup. And by several, I mean 2.
3.
Oh, it was 3. I don't know, for some reason I thought Icup only had 3. Maybe the dirt patch one at the lake.
This might be his 4th actually right here.
Yeah. Alright, Bolero from Epona's song. Oops, Icup doesn't have that yet. He will soon, though. And I mean, that's just another song. They're looking to get a ton of songs right away. It's like Go Adult, Minuet, Bolero. Shake can try and play Requiem again. Maybe it'd work. Alright, let's see what's in the grain silo. Just a heart piece.
Okay, so Shake is just gonna leave ranch.
Yep. He's probably gonna go to market.
Go to yeah.
I can't imagine he goes to CAC. I mean, he could, because by the time
It
he hits
might
CAC, it should be like pretty close to nighttime.
This is another one of those times where I would like be really curious to know the difference right there between saving and quitting and leaving to go to like market. Because they start at least in the field on the south end.
Oh, that's true.
So
And
it would probably be
is,
pretty
yeah.
close.
It does save the walk across Lon Lon Ranch,
Yeah.
plus the loading zone. Oh no, it's just turning night for Shake.
Oh, that's right too.
Yeah, I
doing the
forgot.
save, it would be more time of day passed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Shake,
So.
please make it.
Oh yeah, he'll make it. Even if he doesn't make it, okay, I was about to say even if he wouldn't have made it, as long as he didn't turn around, he'd be able to enter the castle because the drawbridge
'Cause of
doesn't.
yeah.
The drawbridge doesn't raise unless you're looking at it. Alright, one more skull. I imagine iCup will probably get that one since he's been doing, yeah, him turning around last second was pretty scary, but he still had lots of time. iCup filling filling up on some rupees.
They both can get Richard if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Shake wants to go out in the castle area, it's gonna turn night almost immediately, but iCup has a little bit more time.
Oh my god, I thought iCup was gonna miss that or Shake was gonna miss that rupee. Those were really close. Slingshot. I almost feel like with like what I've been seeing lately from these seeds is I would probably rather go to Temple of Time to check my 4 hints before turning around and doing market, just in case it's like you get a market baron hint there. I mean, it's like an extra loading zone, but
That is a good point.
yeah, and the chances are really slim, but I mean, I just feel like it's just one of those things.
Zora's Domain.
Yep. Not a lot of items in Zora's Domain, but unfortunately they might have to unfreeze King Zora.
Oh, Fountain Dead, SFM, Way of the Hero.
That was Zora's Fountain was dead.
Uh-huh.
Another forest temple.
There's your other forest, and then Epona's Song.
Ugh.
Why aren't you doing Richard? Why?
I mean, why not?
Oh yeah, Market's Baron.
Yeah, Shake didn't do Richard. Yeah, just a blue rupee. Shake checking out his stone locations. I didn't see where the emerald was, but
Those Dodongos.
those Dodongos, okay.
Yeah.
So we got DC, water, and fire for our stones.
What was Richard?
Richard was a blue rupee,
Okay.
as
Again,
always.
Shake doesn't get punished.
Yeah. That's the second check now that Shake's skipped that iCup has got that just turned out to be nothing. Okay, so we got Jabu, Spirit, Forest, Shadow, Deku. Spirit, Forest, what'd I say? Shadow?
Shadow for water, yep.
And the Spirit was,
Shadow Medallion is they started with it.
oh, that's right. You started with it. Duh. Okay. So, not
Alright.
great dungeons for their medallions. Jabu, Shadow,
Yeah.
Spirit. I mean, Spirit isn't that bad, but
Oh, well, Shake just lost a bunch of time by making that decision.
yeah. So what are we getting here? Zelda's Lullaby. iCup
So we
making
have
the skull play.
put ZL and Song of Time on our Sacred Forest meta Way of the Hero.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And
All
what's
right.
on Bolero here?
This is Prelude.
Oh, that's right. We already knew that.
Okay, iCup, please. Spin attack. Or
Yeah, please,
okay.
please don't miss iCup. Okay, there we go.
All right. Where's our adult spawn gonna be? Oh,
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, beep. Cack.
Once again-
Perfect adult
once it-
spawn.
once again, he doesn't get punished.
Oh, wait a sec. I put the wrong song on SFM. I think.
Those are right now.
Yeah, yeah, those are right now. Okay,
Yeah.
good, good. Every time I see the tracker, I'm always like, huh? Huh? What's going on?
Okay, iCup making his classic early game river play that he likes to do.
I really like early river as adult too. Oh, and there's light
Oh,
arrows.
well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
He
so
doesn't
that,
have to. He doesn't have to get that now, but if he can do it, then good for him.
yeah. I didn't actually know you could jump to that first pillar as adult.
Yeah, these jumps are pretty precise. He's also a madman for doing this with no ranged weapon too, because these guys
Yeah.
are just absolutely annoying.
Was that magic? That looks like magic. Yeah, it's magic. Alright, so we got early magic for once. Alright,
Oh, he got it.
yeah, iCup gets his light arrows. Yeah, I actually didn't know you could do those jumps. That's pretty hot. Oh, there's Requiem.
Yeah, that is not in logic. You need hover boots to get that, or child access.
Yeah. Oh, there's Nehru's. Okay, so that was a blue rupee in
It was.
Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, I thought it was Nehru's. Oh, you meant the hint. Yeah. Oh man, if iCup gets hit by one more Octrock, he's just dead.
It went right above his head.
Ganon's Castle keyring. I mean, doesn't really mean that much early. Oh, there's strength in the graveyard too.
Ooh.
Ravage Village has what?
I missed it.
Anyone? Anyone in chat? Anyone?
Sorry.
Song of Storms? Okay. Alright, 30 is dead. 30's just got, you know,
Okay.
extra nuts.
That's actually very useful information.
Yeah. I mean, they still don't know 40 or 50 though, so I mean, iCup skull routing could still be worth something.
Knowing that Song of Storms is on Nocturne check is like so much info. The well like has to be locked behind all those items.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I guess they do need Din's Fire, so they'll need scale, and they need hover boots.
What? Shake!
I think Shake thought he probably wasn't going to make the timer,
Oh,
so he just decided to jump off to save himself like 5 or 6 seconds.
my man. I'm sad for him.
Yeah. I kept taking on some checks we haven't seen Shake do yet in CAC. His daytime checks. Chickens, and I don't know why I kept didn't pick up that heart container. It's like, come on, it's a heart container. And you're at a half a heart. Alright, so iCup
This is
sees his
iCup.
magic. Yeah, iCup is, yeah. That was a very optimistic jump. Okay. iCup gets his magic. And also gets his Requiem. Oh, but I marked that on the wrong runner, so he had it all this time. Oh, we finally have an item.
Wow. Nice vanilla hook shot.
He's gonna Death Warp? Where?
Oh, he's gonna death warp after Dampe.
Yeah, vanilla hook shot. Love those vanilla items. Alright, Shake gonna check out his Composer Grave. iCup will probably do the same thing right after. Again, their routes are just like so similar.
Yeah,
But I mean,
not a
there
whole lot
isn't.
they have to work
Yeah.
with.
There's not a lot of thinking they've had to do. It's just kind of you start as child, check Mido, do your early songs to get your, more songs. And then after that, like, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Forest is looking pretty strong. Keys, hookshot. They don't have a bow, they don't have strength, but they can still do some early stuff. They do have Song of
Alright.
Time.
This is getting a little monka. iCup.
Yeah. Yeah, he rolled into the fire, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was incredibly lucky. Oh man, he's just doing blind rolls around the corner. He could have hit a flame or something.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, so we got 2 songs left. We got Serenade, could be on Requiem, could be on Temple of Time. iCup gonna be getting his hook shot now.
Oh yeah, he could just do this. But he didn't get the poser grade. Does he not have?
Yeah, I don't know why iCup's
CL?
going out this way. Oh, the hover boots! Well, iCup
my
better go
God.
back to the graveyard now. Man, loaded graveyard.
So much. There's a strength still there too.
Yeah, strength, hover boots.
Okay,
and
so now he can hook shot up here.
iCup
He
just-
stands in the right spot.
Yeah, I guess it is faster to do it like this.
Up a little higher.
iCup, you're drunk. Okay, there you go.
Please.
Alright, so Shake's gonna do his daytime cack stuff. I guess iCup goes back to graveyard, like, after getting this grotto? Like, just grabbing some grass. If you
Did
know what I
he
mean.
not go to get his ZL yet? I don't think he did.
Oh, I thought...
You don't have it marked off, but I thought you might have just forgot.
Oh, no, he didn't. Maybe that's why he
So that's
decided
why.
not to. Yeah,
Wow.
I marked the song, but I didn't, yeah, that's right.
Shake going to Minuet first was the play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
He
probably
just-
just here to grab one more song. And then he'll go to Forest, I imagine. I can't imagine they hold off on Forest. Yeah, if
Oh,
Shake
no.
gets Nocturne here, then that'll be real good. Alright, so Ice Arrows is nothing.
No, that was GTG. Or yeah, sorry. You said I thought you were gonna say Ice
Yeah, yeah.
Cavern.
No. Oh, I didn't see Shake check what was on top.
I don't know if he did.
Oh my god, it is Nocturne.
Wow.
Alright, so Shake is pretty loaded. All he needs is Scale, and he's got access to complete Shadow Temple now, too. Well, he does need the Key Ring as well.
Scale and Forest so they can go to Zoras.
Alright. So, let's see where he's choosing to go now.
Oh.
Icup choosing to get into Crater to do his Crater stuff. Dins. Dins is behind Scale. Go. Oh, the Scale is in Crater!
That's a Scale right there.
Icup found it! Man, these items are just like, just laying around. Like, what is Ganondorf even thinking? Icup resetting his timer.
Yeah.
Or just jumping down. There's another SFM hint.
Did he just like not?
Maybe he
think
thought
it
it was a
was the
rupee.
Scale?
It looked like a Scale.
Oh no.
Yeah, you don't need a bow for anything in Shadow, I don't think. Oh, just a recovery heart for Shake on Death Mountain Trail. And now he's going to Forest.
Okay.
It looked like Scale in the alcove.
Yeah.
I was
pretty
like
sure it
100% sure it was a Scale there. So I don't know why. Okay, now Icup has his ZL.
Play Requiem.
Okay, now he's got his Requiem, so
There we go.
yeah, so he's gonna get his Nocturne too, and now that he has ZL, maybe he'll go back to Graveyard.
He will. Yeah. Okay, so now Shake is doing River and Icup already has, so
Yeah,
this is
they're
just
probably
Shake
just
bleeding
clearing
time.
their overworld stuff just so they don't have to, like, you know, come back. Shake got them hover boots though, so it's gonna be real easy to get those light arrows. That looks like a blue rupee on top of the arch, so it was nothing there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of checks there, and it's Way of the Hero, so. And both of them know that it's Way of the Hero.
Well, Shake is going to be able to get a skull here, maybe. If he waits a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or two. Okay, now Icup wants his
Alright, well,
song.
there's Crater, Way of the Hero. So, we know that there's a scale there, and what song did they get there? They got, Epona's?
Prelude.
Oh, Prelude.
Prelude. Yeah.
Man, I'm just terrible at this. I hate reading this tracker. So, gotta be scale, so. I assume we're gonna be seeing something in, I mean, GTG Keys is in Lab Dive, so they could need both scales logically for that.
Honestly, this this Song of Storms on Nocturne check is looking like it might be what it's starting to work towards. Because we already have enough to beat, almost beat Forest and beat Shadow.
Yeah.
We have like half the package for both of them.
Yeah. Still a long way away from Spirit, though. I mean, I guess all they need is a Mirror Shield, and then they need to find the other strength, and there's something.
Why are we going in here?
Well, Zora's Domain is Way of the Hero, but I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do. Oh, iCup. iCup's going into
Oof.
Fire Temple.
He's just gonna get the one check.
Yeah, he's coming in here for one Fire Temple check, and that's it.
That is a play that people do sometimes now, because you know for sure it's an item, whereas in old settings it could be a key.
Yeah.
Like a higher chance of being a key.
But I mean, oh, there's Graveyard Way of the Hero. Okay.
Oh.
And
Yep.
literally nobody is shocked.
So why are we doing this?
I can only imagine Shake wants to see what's in Ice Cavern. Like, I don't know
Man,
why
you
he's
have
choosing to do this now.
Forest, Way of the Hero.
Yeah.
Holy.
But again, Zora's Domain is Way of the Hero as well, so he probably wants to freeze or unfreeze King Zora sooner than later. That's all I can imagine. I think he wanted to go check the iceberg, but then I was like, oh wait, I should get this hint.
Guess this is nice nice hint.
Oh yeah, Zora's Fountain is foolish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you get
we
a
already
hint
knew that.
in here.
Yeah. Alright, I kept grabbing some bomb chews from Forest. That'll help him a little bit. No idea
might have
how
been
big his
the
bomb
I'm
chew
here
pack was, but I mean, it made his trip to Forest at all, like, completely worth it. Oh, it was a 10-pack, too.
10's pretty good.
Yeah, 10 bomb chews will get him through most of DC. Which is a stone, but I mean, it's still a dungeon. A dungeon with a lot of checks in it.
If his gears are turning even a little bit, he's gonna be thinking about getting those beans. And,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In the river for the strength.
Man, iCup's already up to 9 skulls. Collecting those early skulls is really really paying off for him.
The bugs.
Yeah.
Well, Shake is gonna get a few in here.
Yeah. The Ice Cavern skulls are pretty fast as well. But the slow part is if he decides to, like, play out the rest of Ice Cavern, not having bombs is gonna suck for the ice block room.
Dude, I can't remember the last time I've even seen anybody do Ice Cavern like prior to 45 minutes in. Like, it's so early.
I know. This is probably the earliest Ice Cavern I've ever seen. Because, I mean, before this, I didn't see a lot of people doing King Zora skip either. And now that it's a thing, it's like, okay, well, I guess it's just an option for people to do if they know how to do it.
Hey, time to get our one bottle.
Yep. So, iCup grabs a wallet. Could be possible Way of the Hero in Forest Temple, which would be very disappointing.
Actually,
oh, Shake! Didn't quite make the
interesting
jump.
that you have to go through the courtyard this way, because Song of Time is Way of the Hero on Sacred Forest Meta Way of the Hero, but it's probably ZL for that.
Yeah. When in doubt, probably ZL. Alright. So we'll be watching Shake, seeing if he gets anything crazy! Alright, so iCup gets his bomb shoes. Shake one-ups him with an early bomb bag from Ice Cavern.
Damn, that play popped
What an
off.
amazing play. I mean, he's very out of logic, but I mean, it's still like...
I mean...
he's possibly out of logic. We don't know where Letter is.
Oh, he forgot to get blue fire again. He
Oh.
popped off so hard he just like forgot
Yeah.
to get his extra blue fire, and now the enemies are alive again.
Yeah. Hopefully he just runs past them all.
Please.
Oh, Shake's having
Oh
a
my
bad.
god.
He's got some real dramatic, I
Dude.
think, Star Fox music going on at the same. Oh my god, I can find a ball bag too!
It didn't even matter.
Alright, well.
Shake is gonna die.
Oh, the good thing there's
Oh my
3 hearts
God.
right there. Oh my god, he's not even going for him. Oh no, now he's gonna die!
No.
Yeah, I would have 100% gone for those hearts.
Oh my god.
It's like you're in a room, you got tons of ice keys going around, they take a lot of health. Oh, this is Lance music. This isn't Star Fox. No, this isn't this
Wait,
isn't Lance. This is
so-
Rival, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that was the last thing iCup could do in there. With no strength or
I
bow.
don't know. Oh, his enemy music is Star Fox. Okay, I gotcha. I forgot that
Okay.
music changed when you're around enemies.
Time for iCup to get his hover boots.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, those bombs inside Forest Temple, like, I mean, like I said, iCup gets bomb choose, Shake gets bombs, then iCup's like, nah, nah, nah. I'm in control of this seed. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, he could get Serenade in here, or he can get, what's left? Saria's Song? No, Saria's Song is on...
Yep.
Yeah, I think Saria's.
Which is like not what you want to see.
Yeah.
The
Especially-
only thing that unlocked is Darunia.
Yeah, especially since they know that Skull Kid is dead.
Man. I mean, there could still be something else in here, but
Yeah. Now that we know that bombs are in Forest Temple as well, just not looking good for Shake. But it is still early, so...
iCup about to get his 10.
Yep. 10 skulls. More bomb chews.
The bomb bags didn't even matter.
Slingshot.
Oh.
So... Not bad. At least it's another item. Could be a very helpful item. I guess we'll find out next time he goes back to Lost Woods.
I mean, Deku is a medallion too, so maybe it's part of that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, still need to find the Kokiri sword, which could be anywhere in the world. They've done very good on finding all their hints. We're only missing a few.
There's still 2 barons.
Yep, 2
that we need to
barons,
find.
40 and 50.
Just worries me that not finding these baron hints, because there's not a lot of hints left that they're really missing.
Alright, well, let's see just how fast Shake can clear this room out.
Well, he has hover boots, so it should be easier.
That's true. Forgot hover boots lets you kind of traverse the pillars a little faster. If he remembers to put them on. But I guess you can make a lot of the jumps without it. iCup flexing his bomb bag usage going into Dodongo's, and he's probably going to clear out the whole thing.
Oh
Unless we end up finding a Baron right here. Nope.
We knew that.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of we knew that's coming forward. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's nothing new. Yeah, we knew that. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, that's right. Shake does have a bomb bag. I forgot we were popping off about that. Duh.
Just funny that one of them, Shake probably thinks he made like the best play,
Yeah,
and
I know.
he doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know. well, he'll find out soon. There's not a whole lot of places he can go after Ice Cavern, I don't think. Especially with, you know, Minuet. Unless he finds some crazy item on, you know, the Iron Boots chest.
I mean, or King Zora, like, you know, going for that Zora's Domain way of the hero.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, now that they have Bomb Bag, like, Zora's Domain is open logically as child, so... I mean, he could also, if he finds nothing on King Zora, be like, oh yeah, I'll just go back adult and do or child and do a few more checks, but... I don't know. I think, honestly, doing what iCup's doing is probably more likely. And in that case, it's just kind of like we were doing at the beginning of the seed, where, you know, they're kind of on the same path, and then one runner is just playing catch-up the whole time.
Okay, well that's good for getting around.
Yeah. So, Vanilla Serenade. So that means Saria's song is on Prelude.
Yep.
Which they'll need to clear Spirit for. So, quite a ways out of the way.
Killed the... Yeah, there you go. I was like, I wonder if he saw the keys coming for him.
He watched that one come right towards him.
Not that one, though.
Alright, the other one decides to fly away. Well, I heard a Maweep come from somewhere. Shake's got that sound coming from something.
What?
No!
No!
Just leave!
No! Ugh.
Well, I guess you can't... Can you even talk to King Zora from the back?
Oh, can you not? I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, iCup finds his bow and Dodongo's. So,
Alright, well.
yeah, iCup with another major item.
Forest is now completely open.
Yep. I think after Dodongo's going back to Forest is the... Oh my god, iCup almost fell off. Yeah, Forest completable, Dodongo's completable. There's more
But
bomb chews in Dodongo's.
question is, will iCup get his scale?
Yeah, that's true. Like, iCup doesn't even have anything marked down for Death Mountain Crater on his tracker. So, like, I don't even know if he's gonna go back for that. I mean, he could, or maybe we just saw something wrong, but I'm like 99% sure. Like, if someone wants to go back in the VOD.
Is it gonna be like last year where, I think, was it Shake?
That was Shake
that
didn't notice Din's fire, yeah. In the same spot.
And it was in Lake and it's in the same spot. But
Oh yeah,
this
yeah,
time,
it was it Din's fire or was it Strength?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was... If it was Din's fire, then this is the
I think
same
it was
seed. Din's fire is
I think
in
it
that
was
spot
because
in this
it was,
seed.
it's kind of
Yeah,
hard
it
to,
was Strength. It was Strength.
to look underwater.
I mean, it's pretty easy to see, like, the Goron bracelet underwater, but... Yeah, Shake's coming all the way back up Zora's River. I guess you can't talk to him from the back. That's such a long trek, though. I mean, I think
It
Shake...
really is.
I think Shake is already, like, being kind of punished. Like, I mean, he's probably gonna take the same trip iCup's doing into Forest, into DC. You know, he's gonna be getting all the same stuff. But, I mean, having Serenade isn't, like, that important.
I mean, we thought the play was going to be worth it, but then it wasn't.
Yeah. Like, if iCup didn't find a bomb bag inside of Forest Temple, maybe. But, I mean, faster movement to the lake could be, like, useful. It does save a lot of walking, but Does it save more time than just blindly going to Ice Cavern?
No. No.
Yeah, Talon snoring as his knight. I like it. Alright, iCup cleared DC. He got his Kokiri Emerald. I know Shake's going to be coming to do his bow game. I don't know if he has 10 skulls yet.
I cup. Oh, Kokiri sword.
Well, Kokiri sword was definitely worth it. So that thing where I said about him going like adult or child and then, you know, doing a bunch of stuff, but he'll probably just do what iCup does. I think it's going to be sooner than later. I think Shake thought of going child immediately. Is he coming here just for the skull? Okay, I think he might do some more adult stuff.
Yeah, where's he going now?
You
gonna run all the way back down river?
Going
Go
down
to
river
forest!
for what reason?
Oh my god, go to forest!
Maybe he's... I mean, everywhere he could go, like, he can just warp there. Like, if he's going to CAC, he could just... Oh, he's getting the river skulls, you think? I think there's better skulls to get than here, like, you know, dungeons. Yeah.
Is he just running? Is he just running? Wait, why is he coming back up here?
The skull, probably.
Guess. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, is he just
Oh,
running
he already
back?
checked this, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he forgot that he didn't check that.
Forgot that he did.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was gonna go back child, like running back child, but then he has prelude, so like, what do you...
Okay, iCup's getting his scale. He did see that it was a scale. I guess he was just waiting to come back here after getting bombs.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's
He wanted bugs.
bugs for his bottle. Okay, he's going to Crater now too. So Shake hasn't cleared out Crater yet, so he could just be going to Goron City.
Okay, I think
yeah, he came here
back on
once to get
track.
his song. Yeah. So he might go into Goron City first. Yeah, and he is. I wouldn't be shocked to see iCup buy a Goron tunic in Goron City, having that wallet.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, he doesn't really have anything to do in Fire Temple right now, but, I mean, he will. Probably. Just need a keyring.
Man's loaded up on frickin' bomb shoes.
Oh, that's right. That's right, I forgot to stick that on the tracker. Alright, looks like Shake is probably going just straight to DC. Oh, no, he's coming to get this skull. You better hurry, though.
Does he know this? Does he know this trick?
I don't think you can backflip into it. Well, the skull's... Oh, the medallion stays.
Yeah, you have to hook shot it, I thought.
Yeah, I thought you had to hookshot that one, too. Maybe he knows
The
something
other
we
one,
don't.
the other one you can backflip into.
He walked all the way up to it and then was like, nah. Nah. Oh, I don't actually know. I kept choosing not to get the hammer chest with his boots. Yeah, I thought it was allowed too, to be honest.
Well, Snacky, what's the difference between that and using bow extension in Ganon's castle?
Yeah. I thought hookshot extension was only not allowed for the bridge.
Alright, iCup is out, and he still doesn't have his scale. Oh no, wait, he does.
Yeah, he does have his scale now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went back
I
there.
didn't see him get it.
Yeah, he went back there when Shake was grabbing bugs in Zora's River.
I was like so focused on what Shake was doing, like at that time, like what the hell is he doing, and I totally missed it.
Alright, so it looks like iCup's going to Spirit Temple.
Child spirit.
Or he's going to the Fairy Fountain. Unfortunately for iCup, he's probably not going to be finding that Kokiri sword for a little while. I mean, there's a chance he could. Oh, he's planning... Oh, he's getting a skull here. For some reason, I was like, he's planting beans here. Why? Oh, no, that's not beans. That's a bottle. Get those two mixed up all the time. Alright, iCup not having to wait quite so long for that skull. And now he's out of here. Oh. Oh, he's probably, I thought he was changing Knight for Dampe, but...
Oh, he is. He's gonna go get this skull, and then he's gonna go get
Oh,
Dampe.
right, he's doing all his dirt patch skulls. Yeah. I mean, if I was doing the seed myself, I would go to Zora's Domain as Child first, for sure. Because, I mean, the two easy checks are like, you know, you might find something.
So the nice thing for Shake is that he's going to be able to do more in Forest when he goes there. Although he still won't have that strength upgrade.
I think the worst case scenario for iCup now is if he gets an important item in Zora's Domain as Child and mistakenly thinks it's his Way of the Hero item. Because not unfree... I mean, there's a chance that you could beat the seed without clearing Deku, right? I mean, it's only one dungeon. And you have 5 other medallions, right? Well, 4 other medallions. Choose 3.
And iCup doesn't have the bean. Can't get that skull yet.
Yeah, not unless he finds a long shot.
Do.
Yeah, I mean that's true. They also don't have the 40-50 hints, so I mean they're still out there.
Wait, he just skipped the chest?
Yeah, Shake. No, Shake.
Oh.
Shake didn't skip it. He was just waiting. Oh, the bomb chest. Oh, okay. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I missed that.
Well, never gonna notice that.
I mean, he's got to get really lucky and find a second bow. Because, yeah, that's kind of important. Yeah, when you meant bomb chest, I thought you meant, like, the...
No, dude.
The bombable wall chest. Yeah, he's probably not going back for that either. Like, it's just one of those things.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's like, when you clear dungeons, you clear them in a straight line. And it's like, you know, if you accidentally zigzag somewhere, you're not, you're not missing. You're not going back. Yeah, I mean, he does have a bunch of, like, stuff he can do as Child now.
Died to King Dodongo.
Thank you, Shake. For Brad, who doesn't have, the only one here who doesn't have audio, Shake said on his stream, shoutouts to Schlongster who died to King Dodongo. It's gonna be the meme of the tournament for sure. Man, I just feel so bad for Shake right now. I mean, I guess since iCup's doing a bunch of stuff ahead of him, I guess we can find out if there's like a second bomb somewhere, or a second bow somewhere, but if it's bow locked, he's getting his 20 skulls.
No, what is he getting rupees for? He was like desperate for rupees.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't have a Hylian shield.
Did he not have enough rupees to get the Dampe check when he was there?
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, Shake is out of Dodongos. And now he's going back to...
Okay.
See, iCup gets the heart piece from Dampe, but he didn't go like 2 seconds forward to get a heart container from Cow in the house.
Now where's he going?
Yeah. It's a good question. It's another. Oh, he might be going to get beans. I think iCup's going to get beans.
He probably.
Oh.
Now what?
Yeah. Now where is he going? Alright, Shake trying to look through the wall. He's not quite at enough of an angle, so he's just gonna, you know, go up and get it. Yeah. Ah, it was Baron anyway. See,
oh, he needs rupees for a bean now. If
yeah.
He realized it.
I mean, there's like.
He could have just thrown a bomb at the bushes.
Yeah, there's bushes.
Was that Trail?
Oh, it was Death Mountain Trail. So Death Mountain Trail Baron after I think we've seen all the hints there except for the fairy fountain. Yeah, there's a lot of rupees in river.
And then that cover is bigger on too. So.
Yeah. So no claim check necessary in this seed. Oh, we got another hint we haven't seen before. Jabu is Baron.
Ooh.
So Jabu Baron is actually a really nice hint if they end up finding the boomerang in the letter.
Okay. Jake got his scale.
Yep.
And now we're definitely going back child. He's like Shadow Temple.
Yep. Yep, so both of them have their scale now. Eventually gonna make their way back to Din's Fire.
Okay, now we're gonna see Child Zor's domain here.
Yeah. So this is the big moment for iCup.
Nice.
And then if iCup doesn't find anything in Child Zor's domain, then he obviously knows.
Right.
And that pretty much screws any chance that Shake has, I think. Yeah, Shake's going Lake right away. iCup doubling back to grab that magic drop even though he has full magic. If there was a bow in Child Zor's domain, that would be pretty nice for Shake.
It couldn't be the way of the hero, but
yeah.
It could still be there.
Ba, 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 ba. Yep. Oh, no, he's not going there. Oh, he's going to get a skull.
iCup's still collecting skulls.
Yeah, and I mean, again, no reason not to at this point. Still looking for the elusive skull hints.
Yeah, see, now I kept going up river to get here is probably a little better. Get the beans.
Alright, Shake's just leaving. So he's not... Oh, no, he's going to forest. I mean, maybe now he's going to river?
Yeah, see, he shoulda just save and quit. Because he probably wants to go to Deku, but his spawn is closer
Oh yeah,
to Deku than
not
this
only
is.
Deku, but he can also clear Lost Woods on the way out as well. Because now he has Slingshot, right?
Yeah.
Slingshot and yeah, Slingshot.
Yeah.
Oh, and bombs. Sorry, that's what I was thinking. Bombs for all the Sacred Forest Meadow item, which could be Way of the Hero. And then also he's got rupees to pay off the Dekus. Alright, what do we get from here? Just a blue rupee. Sacred Forest Meadow, Song, Way of the Hero once again.
Yep.
Couldn't be. Alright.
Now, the interesting thing is, at the moment, ZL is not actually locking anything they have.
Spirit
keys.
Keyring.
Currently, the Sacred Forest Meadow Way of the Hero is actually the Song of Time pointing at the bomb bag.
Spirit Keyring is actually yet another nail on that Spirit Temple play for Song of Storms. Because I guess all they really need now is Mirror Shield, Strength, Shadow Keys. Was that
Mirror
a Mirror Shield? Well, they know where Mirror Shield is now.
As soon as you said it, it popped up.
Well,
The Spirit Temple starter kit plus Deku Tree in frickin' Zora's Domain.
oh my god. So, I guess iCup's probably gonna be a little slow on checking that King Zora then, yeah? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are we going?
he's going to Graveyard.
Gonna plant his bean.
Alright, Shake gets a stick upgrade. Not super useful since he has the sword, but extra sticks isn't bad for them crouch stabs. Yeah, iCup gonna have his first strength real fast. Just needs to wait
Pushing.
a couple years.
Holy fuck. Aim.
Oh, Shake! Alright, so yeah, I think
Okay.
iCup's going straight child. Unless he's gonna check Bombchu Bowling first.
Did we not get this earlier? I guess he didn't have enough rupees.
iCup did Slingshot game earlier.
No, he's talking about, or Queen Snoopy's talking about the target.
Oh! Oh, no. No, this is the first time he's been to Lost Woods with the Slingshot.
And it looks like he didn't have enough rupees to do this earlier.
Yeah. Alright, another skull mask hint. Still looking around for them skulls. Shake playing Sun Song to get out of here. Takes him back to Sacred Forest. No, don't go that way. Anyway, but that way. Yeah, there we go. Alright, nothing on Bomb Chew 1 for iCup. Number 2, we got just a heart piece, so Bomb Chew Bowling is pretty empty. Shake coming over to get the skull behind the house. iCup thinking about warping to
You
Temple
got
of
a
Time.
backflip.
Oh, that was definitely a side hop. There we go. Okay, now iCup playing prelude, so now he's probably gonna go adult, get his strength, and then I'd honestly probably go back to Forest Temple. I mean, why not when you can complete it, right?
Yeah. It's a dungeon. It's way of the hero. You gotta full clear it.
Yep. Nocturne, grab strength, goes straight to Forest. See if there's any more way of the hero stuff in it. Shake getting deflected by the skull.
iCup's skull routing is pretty good this seed.
Yeah, he did collect a lot of skulls really early.
Shake is only at 14.
Shake
So we're gonna get some new info here.
Yep. Well, maybe. That's not new. There's strength for iCup. And yep, now he's going to Forest. So just as we expected.
This frickin' bottom of the well is scaring me. All these items that we're getting are just leading us towards Nocturne check.
No. So two recycled hints behind Deku Tree. Unfortunately, Shake still doesn't have his hint that Crater is way of the hero. But
yeah.
I'm sure he got the point anyway. He got the item that that mattered, so yeah, a bow and Deku Tree would really round things out here for Shake for sure. iCup's just like got so many items. Meanwhile, Shake has Kokiri Sword and Slingshot. So a boomerang in Deku Tree would be actually really big. Or any item that iCup would like need to find in order to progress. So far, just a lot of bombs.
It also could just be like so late in the logic that there's just nothing here.
Yeah. This is very true. Everyone just sitting here waiting for good old Bo.
I mean, I'll feel really bad if Shake loses because he didn't get the bow.
Yeah. I mean, they are seated fairly close together, but I think Shake Shake winning would still be a bit of an upset to the bracket. But I mean, we did see one the other day. Sunder was seated way above Asmi, but Asmi's been playing non-stop randomizer the last couple weeks, and he ended up it ended up paying off for him. So
yeah, that was a good race. It was pretty close. You have sword, bro. You can just slash your sword.
Yep. The want to accidentally burn one of your 20 sticks. Bomb cheese. Every item's making me. Meanwhile, Icup's finally into new ground on his hunt through Forest Temple. Oh, it's a hammer!
Hammer.
Hammer's pretty big. I mean, Fire Temple's only a stone, but it's still a dungeon.
Yeah.
So there's one item that Icup's probably not going to find unless he decides to make the same Ice Cavern play. Yeah. I mean, in the end, if you don't have a bow, you just can't beat the seed.
Yeah.
But I mean, Shake has to find an out of logic bow. Like the only like caveat, I guess now is like, I mean,
It's not necessarily out of logic though.
I mean, it doesn't not necessarily out of logic. You're right. You're right. But
You could find another one.
yeah, you just have to like get really lucky.
Yeah. Oftentimes, bow isn't way of the hero because, like, you know, like a way of the hero spot or whatever,
Yeah.
because you
See-
could just get all three of them.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Snopey, is that he could also get blue fire from Ganon's tower as well. Because Ice Trial has blue fire in it. And, I mean, if you get enough rupees, you can also buy blue fire, like, just straight up for 300 rupees. I'm pretty sure it's 300. But they need to find both wallets for that.
Dude, you don't need to do broken stick. And you have slingshot. Don't use nuts for Goma.
It's faster to use nuts, isn't it?
It's a lot less safe because you fuck it up. Yep, like that. Yep.
I mean, it's still staying with Slingshot, right? Slingshot, like, doesn't stun her for any longer.
It does.
It does?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
With the nuts, you have to do the
Yeah.
throw a nut / throw a nut.
I thought it was just a phase thing. I didn't actually know it was a longer stun.
Oh yeah.
Furor's Wind. Meanwhile, Icup finds a second magic.
Well, FW is pretty nice to have this early.
Yeah, that's true. He'll get a lot of use out of that, because, again, Icup's probably not going to find it for a while, unless he decides to do King Zora. It's like just early plays. Alright, Shake going back up. Maybe he's going to Zora's Domain now too. Or he could go to Goron City as well.
Yeah, Child Goron City is the only thing I can see him doing here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's doing his Zora's Domain.
Yeah. I thought Zora's Domain was probably more likely since, you know, they know it's way of the hero. But you never know. I'll get on it, Lullaway. I'm too busy watching the seed, you know? Yeah, Shake does need to get beans. Oh, he's choosing to do that now.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna get the skull. Yeah, he's getting beans.
Okay.
Hopefully he gets beans and domain. It's just such an unfortunate walk to be like, oh, I gotta go all the way down, then all the way back up.
Alright, well, Deep Forest was, not fruitful.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's a dungeon clear, so... I didn't actually see where he got the boss key from, either.
I missed it too, but yeah, I saw him get double magic in there, but that's it.
Shake coming to get the skull in the tree. And then I think he'll be up to 16? 15?
No, this is 19.
19. That's way more than I thought.
Yeah, because I just saw the one before this.
That looks so weird seeing the Ganon in the picture run like from the side instead of
Yeah, I
like
was just
straight
thinking
on.
the same thing.
Okay, now he's doing Dampe. Alright, so Shake isn't going to Zora's Domain after all. He was just here for beans and skulls.
I mean, I can see it because you can get back there pretty quickly, and nope. Okay, I thought he was gonna fall. Well, actually, he should have done that.
No,
he has Din's
yeah,
Fire.
Yeah, Snopey, he was setting the time for Dampe.
He needs to get the torches check.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we didn't see iCup do that, did we?
No, they both went in there as adults.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And with Graveyard Way of the Hero, I mean, it could be another item in their loaded their loaded graveyard.
Yeah, we should put the strength on the tracker too.
Yeah, that's true. Now that iCup got it.
Okay, well, he got his 20 at an hour 21. It's not terrible. You already did it.
Jake, you already did Dampe. Farming rupees. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, he didn't get the check.
No, he didn't.
Wow, now iCup is going into Shadow. Right.
What are the odds that it had another item? I mean, could be anything.
You never frickin' know, man.
Yeah, but it is Way of the Hero, so you never know.
Shadow with no keys.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a bunch of Shadow with no keys.
Yeah, you
I
just want to get that dungeon clear if you can.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of overworld to do.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's something that he can do, so why not? And yeah, hookshot,
At this
hovers.
point, I don't know what kind of play I would make here. Kind of a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
Child spirit.
I mean, the only
Oh, they
item
have
you really
keys.
need to fully clear Shadow at this point is the keys.
I don't think either of them checked the fairy fountain in Colossus, did they?
No, we haven't seen that yet. I think the first time they went there, neither of them had bombs. Oh wait, no, iCup, when he went there to plant the or to get the bean skull, he did have bombs then, but he didn't go check it.
I didn't see either of them actually do it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, neither of them even like went in that direction.
Also, is Shake gonna just not do Richard? Like, he never did it. I don't know if he remembers.
I could have sworn he did do it, and then iCup did it like
only
later.
iCup. No, because remember that's when I made the comment that like he's not getting punished
Oh yeah,
by
yeah,
by skipping these items.
That was so long ago.
Like an hour ago.
I mean, he could be just setting up to do it last, just farming money for his Bombchu bowling adventure. Meanwhile, iCup almost done with the side. Or the
Alright,
early
so
side of Shadow. I mean,
he can only do one more check before the boat.
yeah. I mean, I know it is a pretty big time sink, but I don't hate taking the boat.
Oh man, I hate taking the boat twice.
Yeah.
That's a big feels bad, man. There's so much that's way the hero
iCup,
in
what
the
are you doing? You have
graveyard.
hook shot. I don't understand.
I don't know.
iCup just showing off his swag, I guess. Alright, so we didn't see Richard after all.
He's going for it.
He could still be going for the windy room. Oh no, he doesn't have the key ring. That's right, you need a key to go through that door.
Actually taking the boat.
Well, down he goes.
That sucks.
Yeah, now he's gotta walk all the way back. I think the only thing that would really help him at the end of Shadow, I mean, he could obviously find like a progression item. And that would like, you know, that would be like, hey, do this. But, I mean, if he doesn't, I mean, like you said, it's just so slow. He has to take the boat a second time.
Yep. Okay, so Shake looks like he's gonna clear out his lake area.
Yep. See what's on top of the lab, get his Scarecrow song, do adult fishing. And then, who knows what after that. Maybe clear some of his Hyrule Field stuff, now that he's got bombs. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Okay, he played a double note at the end. Come on, Shake, you can do it. I'm sure he set it up as child. Did Shake not... Did Shake not get child Scarecrow song? I'm pretty sure he did on the way to fishing. Maybe he just can't remember what his song is.
He must have messed up the song.
Yeah, he messed up the song somehow, because all alternates didn't work for him in both directions.
Now he's just going to Forest Temple.
Yeah, I just decided, you know what? Not doing lake stuff, let's just go do forest.
Oh, no, but he didn't go get his strength yet.
He still doesn't have strength.
Did he? He didn't go pick it up.
So, I mean, he'll be able to do a bunch of stuff, but just won't be able to get past the strength
He
block
won't be able to
room.
beat the dungeon.
Yeah, that's a bit of a yikes. Oh no!
Oh. iCup could fire arrows.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not super useful.
Bad that only does like one thing, really, and in Ganon's castle.
That's Doom. I've actually never played Doom, despite it being on a variety of consoles and appliances.
You don't see many people getting the skull.
I thought iCup was gonna get taken out by that a floor
Yeah.
master. I mean, iCup has been quite the skull maniac this seed for sure. And that wall master really doesn't want to get hit by that spin slash. Alright, this is iCup's last hope for some good item before he has to abandon his shadow play. Just another blue rupee.
Fortunately, didn't pay off, and now he doesn't know where to go.
Either that or else he's playing a million songs.
He's just trying to
Yeah.
play it right. Did
Yeah.
he remember this check?
Probably. Yeah, he had
Yes.
Din's Fire on for the last room, so.
Okay.
Right. Shake
is
gets
new.
his wallet, which I marked off on the wrong stream like an hour ago. Oh, it's just a big rupee.
Nothing.
Well, iCup doesn't have money problems anymore. Time to hit the casino.
Now where are we going?
I'm not sure where iCup's gonna go at this point. I mean, he could go to Adult Goron City. But, I mean, he's already been there, so what's the point?
He has Bolero too.
Yeah,
Doing-
that's true.
going this
Oh,
way.
oh, he's getting skulls from Sacred
Oh,
Forest now.
Yeah.
I don't think iCup ever got his Sacred Forest Meadow Grotto either, so he's probably here to get that as well.
Oh, yep. So we still don't have the 40 or 50 hints.
No, we
right?
don't.
Man, iCup is really...
iCup could be going to Ice
Committing.
Cavern. That's true. Could be just grabbing this stuff on the way to doing King Zora skip.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if iCup knows how to do it. I didn't, I don't think iCup streamed any
He
of his
does.
practice seeds, so,
He said he learned it.
okay. Oh, shake! Oh well, he drained the well, I think. Alright, there's Shake's second bomb bag. Probably just being
Wonder what
like,
he's-
ah man, I could
Wonder
have
what
got
he's
that
thinking
forever
of
ago.
himself.
Yeah, getting that bomb bag in a way of the hero location is just like, oh man, when you already got it before, it's just like, ah. I could have just come here before. Because it was way of the hero. Jake doing the climb up the vine from ye old days before the hookshot was invented.
What are we doing over here?
iCup's getting the scrub.
You can't.
Or he getting the hint. Yeah, that's right. That scrub is only there as a child because it gives you sticks.
I'm confused.
Maybe iCup just didn't know that that scrub wasn't there as an adult.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Alright, so the benefit of having Ferora's win now is that Shake can just kind of leap this here and then come back later. And now he's off to probably Shadow Temple too.
I
Or
guess
perhaps the grave.
FW is nice to have, but it's not super
Oh
useful
no, he's
there.
coming to get his strength. Yeah, he remembered. Oh yeah, I don't have strength for this room. put down Ferora's Wind, and now he's back.
Man, iCup is really, really committing to these skulls.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the hints could literally be in, like, you know, Hyrule Castle. You know,
Could be up there.
Cow Grotto is always.
I don't think either of them did. Either of them check the one at the top of crater that's like off in the corner.
Shake did.
Think... Okay.
I think that was just a double hint for Skull Kid or something.
Or I guess back the lake are the ones they haven't checked.
Yeah. It could have also been a the Jabu hint. I can't remember.
Shake.
Yeah, I know.
That is like, so in my one race where I had double air for like 5 seconds, that's the equivalent of that right there. Is just skipping crossing that room with FW.
Well, yeah. I kept finding a 30 skull hint again, so he knows extra sure he doesn't need to turn in 30. Oh, what was I about to say
I
now?
kept getting the field check.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was about to say. It's gone. It's just gone. Oh, I was gonna say maybe this is also just iCup being like, well, you never know, but let's do some flexing anyway. 50 skulls, even though it doesn't have to be. If he does find a, oh my God, Shake
Shadow
never
keys.
checked that. Well, if I was iCup, I think I'd be abandoning whatever I'm doing right now and going straight back to Shadow Temple.
We're going back. That sucks that they didn't do this earlier, but
Yeah. I mean, especially when we were like, oh yeah, Shake's gonna, you know, clear lake and then leave and do Hyrule Field stuff, and then, oops, no Scarecrow song. So, or oops, mysterious Scarecrow song.
ugh.
So he just happened to not be able to get the keys.
Well, one interesting thing about this seed is that they just have been able to completely ignore the whole Gerudo area, for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no long
No
shot.
access.
Well, you know, reverse. Reverse
Yeah,
wasteland.
they could do reverse wasteland, but there's literally nothing pointing that way at all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they know where, like, you know, early or GTG keys are, but I mean, with no way to get them yet, it's like, yeah, there's no reason to go there. Thank you, Token. Alright. Icup finds the boss key.
Ooh. Now here's the question: is do you clear everything?
I mean, at this
Or do
point,
you-
I think he'll get this room and then, like, just go beat the dungeon. I don't know if he'll go back and do the middle of the temple. But then again, I mean, what can he do after Shadow? Oh my God, it's a long shot. That's what he can do after Shadow.
Well,
I mean,
they spoke about a minute too soon for the frickin' Gerudo access.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no second scale yet. There's no Iron Boots. Water Temple is still off the table. But that long shot is, yeah, kind of nice for the desert. I mean, that would be something for Icup to do after Shadow. Because, I mean, what does he have left to do as Child? He can't do Deku. He can't do Jabu.
Shake, you didn't fight the Poe. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he doesn't have the bow.
I
He
get.
can't fight the bow. Duh.
I guess iCup could go do Child Spirit. I love how unnecessarily laggy killing those Stalfos is.
Oh yeah, I
Shake.
always get worried about my game crashing.
Yeah, Shake being like Vanilla Bow, Vanilla Bow, Vanilla Bow. Nope, just magic. Alright, he's out of here.
He's got to go get his frickin' Scarecrow song.
No. Out of adult stuff to do. Back to child, get the Scarecrow song. Back to adult, go back to Lake Hylia.
See, now the funny twist would be he gets a bow later, but then because he didn't have it, he doesn't have to do some of those checks in Forest. He'll just get the boss key, and then maybe he'll be in go mode at that point.
Possibly. I mean, it depends on how many items he has.
Yeah.
Having like all the perfect items needed to like beat the entire seed would be very convenient, but I mean, I don't know, I think it just would have saved more time having a bow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got hit by Bongo. Thank goodness he's got double health. I hate when the hand goes up. There you go. Nice one cycle, hopefully, with the bigger on sword.
There we go.
iCup's probably coming over here to check Dins now.
Alright, that's 4 dungeons for iCup.
Yep. And 3 medallions, so only one more to have that sweet Ganon's access.
And he's
Not that
only a
he can
strength
really-
upgrade away.
Not that he can really use the key ring without strength 3, but... Alright, they're now tied. Well, no, they're not. I don't know why I said they're tied when I just marked a 4th medallion.
I did not think that we would have such a divergence today, but it's interesting seeing Shake have 1 medallion that iCup doesn't have,
Yeah.
and iCup having 2 medallions that Shake doesn't have.
Yeah. Being cursed with knowledge, I think we all are be like, come on, Shake, go into Zora's domain. But, I mean, what's the point if you're not turning in a letter, right?
Well,
It is Way of
It
the
is.
Hero, you know. Yeah, the worst part about all of this is the bow. The seed would probably look very different. Yeah, he would. He would probably, like... Yeah, he would be done Forest, pretty much.
oh yeah.
Yep.
iCup getting Dozium Grotto.
How many skulls was that? He's got to be close to 40.
I didn't check, but I didn't see, but he has a lot.
Yeah, iCup's got to be almost at 40 skulls.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen these field checks over here either.
Yeah. Well, we've seen the one that Shake's doing. Just not...
Yeah, this is Shadow Keys, but we haven't seen these 2 that iCup are doing.
Yeah.
Or iCup's doing.
Yeah, we saw Shake do this one earlier. That's where he got his Jabu
we?
hint.
Oh, okay. So then there's also the underwater grotto. Is he gonna go over there? Yep. He wants that info.
Yep. Yeah, and then Shake's going to the other side of the field to check the other grotto.
Yep.
Funny that they're on exact opposite sides of the map. Doing the same thing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what do we got inside the dive grotto? Just a blue rupee.
Alright. So now, oh, we knew that.
Yep. We knew all of this stuff. Together, they've done all the field checks.
Yeah.
Icup with his long shot, gonna go flex it across the bridge now, probably. And it's just turning night, so he's probably gonna be able to... He's gonna probably be able to get both skulls.
Okay.
Oh,
now
no,
we're
he's going to
finally going
lake.
to domain. Now we're going to domain.
Yeah. Yeah, Icup's going to Lake Hylia. Something that Shake tried to do once already.
What? Why though? He has the song.
Icup does not have Serenade.
Oh,
Yeah. Serenade was deep in the ice
yeah,
cavern.
that was Shake's bonus.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to see if pay off at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a big play for him to come here.
Oh, Icup should have Prelude, I just don't have it marked it off. Alright, Icup gets his Scarecrow song.
I keep thinking both of them should have the bow, and I keep thinking both of them have Serenade. Yeah, that's not gonna work, Shake.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That'll work. Alright, Icup doing that late night fishing. I guess we're hoping we're gonna see a bow. Because I imagine Shake, oh my god, Icup's gonna be reeling in that fish for literally eons. Oh my god, Shake grabbed 2 rupees on his first dive? Oh well. He still has to do 3 dives. Yeah, that was a really good rupee pattern, I think.
I had them all in a direct line last night. The seed.
It's pretty good.
Could do them in literally 2.
Could do him in literally 2, or did do him in literally 2?
Could. if I got the jump right at first, and I would have grabbed like 2 or 3 on just the initial dive off the waterfall, and then the rest off of 1 more.
Yeah. Now, Lolloway, if I know my spoiler logs, usually the hidden item that's locked behind something else is probably in Shadow Temple. So one of the Shadow Temple checks that Icup didn't get is the bow. Alright, Shake gets his Spirit Temple keys. When Icup gets Fire Temple keys. Unfortunately, no hammer for Icup because it's locked in the Deku tree.
Ooh, so if that's interesting.
Yeah, so it looks like Shake's
now-
going to clear Child Spirit. Which I kind of
That
like.
would be a 4th dungeon for Shake, is Fire Temple once he gets those keys.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, he'll still have to clear another medallion dungeon. But I mean, it could be Shadow. Or it could be Spirit. Oh, he has to clear 2 more. That's right. He only has 2 medallions done. So yeah, he'd need to find Letter and Boomerang. So yeah, I imagine Icup's probably going to be fully clearing Fire Temple. Oh, and he's coming up to get this skull too. Wow, second
Ooh.
try jump too. with
God
Song
damn,
of
he
Time.
is so committing to these skulls.
Yeah. This has to be like 39 or 38 or something. Like I've just run. Icup just run. Oh my god. This just in. Immune to spin slash. Okay, that was only 30. I thought he had way more than 30. Come on, Shake, you can do it. No, no, you were fine. You hit the bubble. Okay, there you go. Oh, that was close. Now Shake just has to not get knocked off the edge. Okay, he's good. Ooh, Shake's out of slingshot seeds.
Uh-oh.
Hey! There's the slingshot seeds. What good timing. Yeah, not anymore. Skill. Yeah, never punished. It reminds me of the clip from last year when Pembles was about to die in GTG, and right before he almost jumped off a ledge and killed himself by accident, he opened a recovery heart in a chest. Alright. Deeper into Spirit Temple we go. The initial checks had nothing. Unfortunately for Shake, this is something that iCup could do easily right after he's done having fun in Fire Temple. Good thing for Shake though is if he does find those fire keys, which he should, because we know he wants to clear Lake Hylia as adult. Fire boss key is like right at the very start of the dungeon. So I imagine he'll just grab the boss key and then run straight for the boss room.
Uh-huh.
Alright, we got some more money. Shake is just entirely abandoning skulls, I think.
He was saying before the race that if he has 30 hinted but 40-50 not, then he'll just only play for 20.
Yeah.
Really finds those hints.
Yeah, I mean, I think in most cases, you're probably just better off doing that. It's the what-if scenarios that really suck. Because if you're like, you know, 2.5 hours deep into a seed and you happen to find a 40-50 hint, and you only have 20 skulls, you're probably not making it out alive. But, again, it is a risk that you need to kind of roll the dice on.
Yep.
Because it is a lot of time to get 30 extra skulls that you don't need. Alright, so flame storage again off the torch. Yeah. I mean, out of all the hints to be missing too, it just really sucks. Like, I mean, I guess I would rather be missing 40-50 than, you know,
Oh god.
a Way of the Hero.
Don't lose the fire on the torches.
He's already lit the torches.
Or he already got all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually I go the other way.
Yeah, no fear of losing it. And just as he's got low health, a heart piece pops out of nowhere. Shake's like consumables are just self-replenishing. The game like knows, like, oh, you're low? Here, let me do you a solid.
He has Glyph of Balance.
Alright, iCup coming up for Pierre. Not a bad play because, well, first off, he's clearing the whole dungeon, but second of all, it's an extra 3 skulls, I think. Or 2.
Yeah, the skull madman over here.
That was a lot of stabs he got on him. That Iron Knuckle. Oh, hit by the backswing. I think that's like the Iron Knuckle's coolest attack when he like spins around and slashes the axe behind him.
Yep.
Or I guess it would be her, since all the Iron Knuckles are Gerudos, probably. Alright, unfortunately, Child Side Spirit, nothing useful.
Dang.
No bow. Yep, more skulls for hungry, hungry iCup. Ooh, iCup missed the hook shot to the post. Claim check. Unfortunately, we know that it's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Death Mountain Trail being barren and all. Alright, so Shake going to Graveyard. Maybe he remembered. No, he's been to the Composer Grave.
No, iCup got that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
Shake is
thought
doing it
I
now.
saw Shake go back to it too. Shadow be good, but again, we did see like him show wanting to go to Lake Hylia. He has Sarah. Oh!
What was that?
Oh! iCup found Strength 2 in Fire Temple.
Ooh.
That's probably bad for Shake, because I mean, if Shake has Hammer, if he gets the boss key and then just dips, he's not gonna climb high enough to find that second strength. So iCup not having the hammer kind of pays off for him a little, because now he's gonna get to fully clear Spirit Temple.
Wow.
Yeah, and that'll be iCup's 4th medallion. / 5th dungeon. Yeah, that was a pretty big find for iCup.
But now, what if Letter and Iron Boots are just like in Timbuktu?
Yeah. I mean, with Longshot, iCup only really needs a gold scale, probably. Well, water. Yeah, I mean, you could clear water if you get lucky without Iron Boots. Yep, Shake finally has his Scarecrow song. He's gonna do his adult fishing now. And get his key. And then I imagine he'd be going right into Fire Temple. If Shake does keep going up Fire Temple, I think we got ourselves a race. Because if he finds that Strength 2, then I mean that's a Spirit Temple for each of them. iCup, and then, you know, iCup's cleared Shadow Temple. Shake has cleared Deku. Shake does need that last medallion though, which is just, it's just killing him so much. It just keeps coming back to it, missing that bow. But I mean, Shake can always just clear Shadow Temple too, right?
Yeah. There could be another bow and Shadow.
Well, what I meant was Shake's last medallions could just be Spirit Shadow. And then clears fire. Doesn't need a bow. Well, I guess you still need a bow for Ganondorf in the end, so...
So need a bow.
Yeah, still need a bow. Or bow in Ganon's castle.
Bow and validation chest.
Oh man.
That would be the funniest thing.
Ganon's bot. I mean, they both have light arrows, so there's no reason to even go up Ganon's tower, really. Like, I can't imagine if they were like desperate for a bow, they would be looking that far. Like, it's such a long way to go in Ganon's castle. I mean, you have to do it anyway. And Shake could leave Farore's Wind there.
Yep. Not a bad play for him to go up there.
Yeah. Alright, Icup's coming to check the Fairy Fountain in Colossus finally. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see Icup get the Night Skull right outside the Fairy Fountain as well.
You gonna do reverse Wasteland? No way, right? He's just gonna go into Spirit?
He could go for Wasteland Chest, but I mean...
He should just do Spirit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real point in doing Reverse Wasteland, because like you said, they don't have GTG keys. There's nothing really pointing them in that direction anyway. Oh my god, Icup, or Shake. These bats are just...
Yeah,
I don't
that's why
even think you can
use
nut them
Echo
from
Nut.
that high up. Yeah, it's too high. They're too high to nut. They're immune. Well, now it's not. Okay, well. Hookshot is very effective as well. Alright, well, let's see if there's anything super exciting in Adult Side Spirit. Icup's gonna be full clearing out everything here, so... hopefully he'll find something. I mean, the only thing Icup can really find that we don't know where it is the letter and the boomerang.
Letter, boomerang. Yep. See, we're missing iron boots. Scale 2.
Oh yeah, there's a plethora of items. And again, we still haven't seen a giant section of Shadow Temple. So there's a chance we could see Shake just go through the entire temple because, I mean, he has the keys starting out.
Yeah, he'll probably get the check on the left side and then double back and go through forward.
Yeah. I can't imagine taking the shortcut without the boss key and having, like, all the keys. So I think this will be the first time in the tournament, actually, that we're seeing this part of Shadow Temple. Most people just take the shortcut and they're gone. Icup's still on a mad hunt for skulls. I think I saw 35.
Boss key. You can just hookshot the box, you know, Shake.
Nah, it's made out of wood. You can't grapple onto that. Oh god. The music that Shake has going on in Shadow Temple right now is really hard on my ears.
What is it?
I don't know what the song is, but it's just really high pitch. Alright, so far nothing from iCup's side, just a lot of arrows and rupees and some more bomb chews. I think iCup's on track to find like every bomb chew chest that's happening in the seed.
Yeah, they're loaded. Loaded up with bomb chews.
Yeah. Which I mean is good, but with the bomb bag it's like it's a DuckTales thing, it's a Sonic thing. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's not very pleasant to listen to. Alright, the guillotines. Oh, it's from DuckTales on NES. Oh, okay. I watched Darby and speedrun that game for a little while, but that was about it. I've never actually played it myself. I saw a lot of people playing the remaster when it came out.
First time I've heard that song was in I Wanna Be the Guy.
Oh, it's in I Wanna Be the Guy?
Yeah. One of the later areas in the game has that DuckTales theme.
Oh, okay. I haven't like played I Wanna Be the Guy in like so many years.
Please.
If only he had a bow.
Oh my god.
Alright. Shake's got this room all cleared out. iCup up to skull number 35. iCup, you have long shot. Do this room after. Some more BAMs. I think that's all the checks that we saw out of Shadow Temple. Oh, except the spiked room. We haven't seen spiked room yet. Because iCup did all the ones on the other side.
And the re-dead room with the silver rupees and the pot room to the left of it. So there's still
Oh,
four
that's
more,
right. That's right.
There's still
Yeah.
5 more checks in here, actually.
What? What? What was that?
Did it make him slide off?
Yeah, like when he was jumping and he got like yeeted off the slope. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Alright, this time he's not walking across that with hover boots.
iCup swagging it up with fire arrows here for this room.
Yep.
Although this is going to be nothing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, should have come through here on his way across. Gotten mirror shield chest, long shot across.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little on the slow side, but I mean, whatever gets the checks done. It's better than, you know, not getting it at all. Shake just bonking against everything. Alright, what do we got here? Just recovery heart. Shake's really running out of options.
Oh man, I'm so scared for him that he's not going to get a bow.
Yeah, and I mean, we haven't seen any bows from iCup's side of the screen either.
Nope.
It's like they're just gone. They've full cleared forest. iCup's pretty well full cleared fire, except for Volvagia.
And the start.
Yeah.
The start of fire.
Oh,
a
iCup
couple
got a
checks.
tunic. Probably means that that wallet isn't a way of the hero. I mean, it still could be for the Goron tunic.
Really
Yeah,
is a shame
it
that
really
it's just one
does.
of those checks that he'll never go back for.
I mean, it could still be in Water Temple too, but it depends where Iron Boots are. But again, they haven't seen Iron Boots either, so gotta be way higher than that. There we go. Alright, Shake's got one hope left in this last room.
Nice 48 bomb chews.
Icup found the green rupee. Just a heart. So, no bow in Shadow Temple. I mean, if I was Shake, I'd probably grab this skull, just because.
What is he doing? Killing the keys?
Yeah, trying to kill the Keese with bomb chews. And I mean, why not when you have 44 bomb chews?
Man, yeah, this is where he should have used FW though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw him plant FW again, did he?
No.
Yeah, the only time we ever saw it was in Forest, and then he came right back. Hello, Connor75. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. You're in the middle of a very unfortunate rando seed, everyone just coming in. Unfortunately, Shake is missed a check into Dongos, and he's doing okay so far, but if he doesn't find another bow, he's pretty dead.
Or if this throws him off the ledge.
Oh! Oh, he almost made it too.
Ah.
Come on, come on.
Don't think we have a command
we got a
set up
side
for the
hop.
rules, do we?
No, I don't. The rules are... I don't know if you're familiar with standard. I mean, if it's bow, he can find another, sure, but they still haven't found... Oh, no, he's gonna get blown again. Oh, no! Oh, he should have waited when he saw the fan blowing.
He just... he's mad.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of them have found a second bow anywhere, so... It's not looking good.
There you go.
Okay.
Power of the Deku Nuts.
Okay, there we go. He finally made it. Now
Holy
just has
shit.
to not get blown across the room here.
Well, you lost your opportunity to go through.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
made it.
God damn.
That's close.
Alright, well, he's gonna get his long shot here.
Yep. Icup right at the very end of Spirit Temple too, so he's going to be getting his next medallion. And his Sarya's song. Maybe.
And his Song of Storms.
Oh, that's right. Storms as well.
Which is interesting because he's probably gonna rush the well after this just
Do
for
the Icup play.
amount of checks. Yeah. Do the Icup play.
Yeah, I mean, with the number of items that they have missing, I think Bottom of the Well and GTG are pretty, like, you know, good choices. But I mean, with Bottom of the Well keys, known that they can like get to them. May as well, just for the extra like 2 checks it gives. Yeah, Shake jumped a little too far back, so gonna be taking the death warp. And now he's taking the block too. Both of them climb the block. Pretty okay Twin Rova from iCup.
Yep.
Nothing super trolly. And now we're just kind of watching them ride the boat, do the second phase. Pretty auto-scrollery at this point.
Yeah, so be interesting to see what iCup's next play will be.
Yeah. Since when iCup finishes Twin Rova, he'll be in like he'll be in Colossus. Do you think doing Reverse Wasteland is better than going straight well? Or Ganon's?
Um,
Because all the way brings up a good point. This will be his 4th medallion.
Yeah, I could see him going Ganon's, but he's probably gonna want to get his songs first. I don't know. Maybe it is better to just go straight to Ganon's.
So Shake trying
What is he
bomb
doing?
shoes.
You don't need to do that.
He's trying to topple the statue that's already toppled.
Things already down, bro.
Alright. Let's see what iCup does. Prelude? Nope. Going to green.
Yeah, he's gonna go get his song.
There's Shake's fire arrows.
This is unfortunate getting this late too, because they really don't want to go back to River again or Kokiri Forest just for those 2 checks.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just Darunia, so
Yeah.
he's going back to Child.
Yeah, bottom of the well.
So yeah, he is doing bottom of the well instead of Ganon's.
Yeah.
Doing the iCup play.
I mean, it makes sense. There's like way more items in bottom of the well than there are in Ganon's. And it is called the iCup play for a reason.
Yep.
Shake? Where's Shake going? Shake?
What is he doing?
Why?
Why?
Why isn't he beating the dungeon?
You need to beat the dungeon.
Maybe he thinks you need bow to shoot the hands.
No.
That is something we're gonna have to mention to him after it's over.
Oh no, dude, he knows that. He saw me do it at the lake house trip. I'm like 100% sure.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh no.
So he didn't even plant furores in there before he left.
Uh, Shake guy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm not really sure what he's doing now, cause I mean he might be going to check the grotto. Yeah, going to check the ATZ grotto and the one next to field. Little early on the bomb pull. Yeah, I could have made it really less awful, because then he could have just entered any dungeon and he'd be right back at the boss room. Yikes. Well... Yeah, so if iCup finds his second bow down here in the well, that's pretty locked for Shake. I think his only hope is... I mean, even finding it in Ganon's castle isn't good enough, because it's still hard to complete 2 more dungeons for him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he could have had 2 dungeons, but he thinks he needs the bow for one
Well,
of them.
two more medallion dungeons.
Yeah, he doesn't have strength 2 yet, but he could beat Shadow and Spirit like we were saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
All right, we're going to GTG area.
I think Shake should just go to Fire Temple, like, and clear it. Like, he has everything he needs to beat the dungeon. But maybe he doesn't want to do it because it's a stone?
No, there's no reason that he shouldn't be doing it right now.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not going to fire. Yeah. And again, like we said earlier, even if he does go to fire, like, sure, he'll clear the dungeon for sure, but I doubt he'll go up. Because boss key on the ground floor is, like, so tempting to just, like, grab it and go. But I mean, when you're this desperate for a bow, like, you really never know what people will do. And he still doesn't know what's behind that waterfall either.
2 bug bottles in this seed.
So I guess Shake could also be thinking that, oh, maybe there's a bottle behind my, behind the Gerudo Valley waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Or not a bottle, a bow. Ooh, gets caught. Slightly too far right. But, I mean, iCup's almost, like, almost done with the well. He only has the one side left to go. And he hasn't really found anything useful down here either. Yeah, there's nothing wrong about playing both sides, Dave. Oh, ISG, banned. We got another cheater to add to the pile in the tournament. Alright, yeah, iCup's only got one more check to do, I think. Since he didn't grab his
Just the bottom.
Bottom of the and the bottom. He's still got the one in the oh, he didn't grab this one. And he also didn't grab the one behind the right invisible wall. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, iCup really should have gotten the keys before coming in here. Because now he's got to think about coming back. Oh, did iCup already get the other invisible wall?
I didn't see any
I'm-
icons on the map, so he
I'm
must
pretty-
have gotten it.
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't see him, but... Well, Shake finds water temple keys. Not super helpful. I mean, he can open water, but can't get in there. iCup finds another wallet. Shake's going into GTG.
That's go mode for iCup, but he doesn't know it.
What, the wallet?
Yeah, he could buy blue fire now,
Oh, he could. That's right.
but he doesn't know. He's not gonna think about making that play.
Yeah, I doubt he will. Oh, Shake just straight up left. Going to check Wasteland.
I thought somebody told me that Ganon's blue fire is not in logic for that.
It should be. As long as you can... I mean, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
it
different
should
ways. There's a lot of different ways you can get into Ganons in these seeds, just because of the dungeon variants. So...
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Yeah,
Naki,
I mean, yeah, blue
somebody
blue
said
fire
that.
and Ganons
Remember.
is 100% logical. iCup's going to... He's going to get his keys, and then he's going to go back to the bottom of the well.
I mean, that could just be the logic. Is like you don't even have to do fire. Is that it just wants you to do Spirit, Forest, Shadow, Deku, Free, DC, and then you're done.
Yeah. I mean, you need to go into fire anyway to get strength 2.
Right.
And then
Just don't need the hammer.
Hammer is in DC. Or, I mean,
Deku.
Deku, sorry. It's like that seed I did the other day where, like, the seed progression said you had to go to Deku to get light arrows, but it didn't say beat Deku.
Oh yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. It's like, there's lots of ways to beat these seeds. Alright, what are we gonna see on Wasteland here?
Bow,
Hopefully a bow. Nope. I think a bow at this point would just be a little too late. But, I mean, iCup still has a lot of
Man.
looking around to do. If there's nothing in bottom of the well, then he's probably thinking about GTG. He's gotta be.
Oh, that's right. He
Or
hasn't done
Ganon's.
he hasn't done this fairy fountain.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, and it's possible way of the hero too.
This
Probably
probably
not a
isn't
bow.
anything.
Yeah, since the other bow is pretty accessible. Right, iCup gets his bottom of the well keys. Shake gets a bunch of seeds. Oh! iCup getting paused freeze frame. Shake missed his bow on the bomb chest in Dodongo's cavern. He walked right by it without getting it. So
Yeah, pretty sad.
really unfortunate item to miss. Oh,
Oh,
iCup
man.
doesn't know that shot to get the skull as adult. Oh, now he's coming up
I'm
to
really-
check the hammer chest too, right?
Oh yeah. I'm really curious where Letter is. Like,
Jake, you gotta hookshot the bottom.
Yep.
I'm curious where Letter and Boomerang are. I mean, like, there's a chance that, I mean, again, GTG...
he hasn't even done this yet. Oh my god. He hasn't even done
Is this his first time to adult Goron City?
Yeah. Remember he kept like avoiding it?
Oh, that's right. Really wants to know about dragons. Have we even seen either of them do Child Goron City?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, we saw iCup come up here to do, we saw iCup come up here to do, the boulders, but he didn't use his hover boots to get the hammer chest. Just a heart container, though.
And he still didn't. He didn't even do these earlier.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird to see checks like this so late, and then iCup on the other side doing his lost wood check still.
All right. So now we're making the fire play finally.
Yeah. Now we just have to like cross our fingers that he like walks up Fire Temple. Oh, and iCup's going into Goron City, so we'll get his child. So we'll get to see his child items. Bo could still be in fire on Volvagia, yeah, or highest Goron.
Wait.
Wait, he's coming here just to go to GTG?
What?
Maybe he thought, okay, I'll clear this first and then go back? Wait, what? Now where is he going? Maybe he's checking the waterfall. He's thinking in the back of his head, man, I failed to grab my chicken right at the beginning. I'm going back for that waterfall. Gotta make sure it's not an item.
Well, Icop can get his Darunia here. That late Saria's check.
Just a stick. Wait, was that lab dive all this time, or what did it say? Gerudo diving experiment.
Oh, that would be sunken silver rupees.
Oh, that's right. It is sunken silver rupees. Yeah, so it is lab dive. Okay. I
Yep.
was like, wait a sec. Did I have this wrong all along?
No, it was right.
Are GTG keys in toilet, which would be impossible because they can't be in
Where are we going,
dungeons.
Shake? Where are we going?
All right.
Okay.
He's going back to GTG.
Well,
No, he's not. He's going back to Goron City.
I'm so confused.
I don't know what
And,
Shake's
and
doing.
also, if he was gonna go back to GTG, he should have just saved, and then if nothing was on the waterfall, just turn the game off.
Oh yeah, I could have done that. I wouldn't have even thought of doing that.
Wait, oh, Icup is doing this again for a skull?
Yeah.
What is this?
Skull number 38.
38?
Oh my god, Shake came all the way up here to buy his Goron tunic. So that's why he came up here. Okay, now he's surely going to Fire Temple. Surely. Oh, Icup's coming in here. We're going to see a hint we haven't seen before.
Is he gonna miss his rolling Goron, or did he already get that?
If he's fast, he can probably get it. Okay, 40 is
There's
dead.
40. So he's gonna make the play for 50, right?
Unfortunately, iCup needs to go for 50. Oh, the Goron rolled all the way around. Yeah, he's not getting rolling Goron. Wrong skull hint. He could have only needed to collect 2, but now it's 12. Yeah, he has to now.
My God. Oh yeah, we have this check.
Yep. Red rupee. And another graveyard hint. 50 Skulls has eluded everyone.
It's gotta be like Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, Cow Grotto. It could be behind Lake Hylia. I don't think either of them checked that one either.
Yeah, both of those.
Alright, now iCup's
Why
finally
are we
here as
going
child.
back over?
He's coming to do this. He was adult when he came here before, remember?
Oh, that's right. It was Shake who did this before him.
Yeah. I don't know what music this is that Shake's listening to while killing this Flare Dancer, but this is a bop. This is a good-ass song. Yeah. It's always Cow Grotto. Even if it wasn't an accessible hint, it would have been available at some point.
I don't recognize that song.
Alright, did we get a bow in the boss key chest? Nope. And iCup's back in the bottom of the well. Yeah, back here for 2 more checks.
Yep.
Hopefully one of them has something he needs. We know that he's not going to find the sword. We know that he's not going to find the hammer. Will he find the letter? Thought he actor glitched for a sec, but he waited. His recovery heart. I thought his shield was going to burn there for sure when he was doing his side hops. Right past those fire keys. iCup's surely going to get this skull.
I don't think he knows how to do that trick.
Oh, yeah. Alright, iCup's probably going to GTG now. He's had enough fun. Or Ganon's, that's true. In the meantime, I'm going to use the washroom, so I'll be right back. Entertain everyone while I'm gone.
Alright. Well, from Shake's side, we're not going to see a whole lot of new stuff here. We've already seen these checks. He needs to go about halfway up to get a strength 2. And now iCup is going to Crater. Hammer is in Deku Tree, and Kokiri Sword is on King Zora. And Shake made the Ice Cavern play like 30 minutes in and got Kokiri Sword by doing King Zora skip. And iCup clearly has not done that. Oh, iCup is getting the boulder up here probably. Okay, now what is Shake gonna do? Is he just gonna... Is he gonna dip? Okay, no, he's continuing.
We back.
Okay, so it looks like Shake is continuing and not just going straight to Volvagia.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So he'll find his gauntlets if he goes high enough.
Thank God.
iCup using the knowledge that he learned in the Asmi Thunderstorm match, that you can use the silver gauntlets to lift the boulders. Also, to everyone in chat, you don't need the hammer to get that chest if you have silver gauntlets.
Okay.
And yeah, Schlongster, Shake could have beat Shadow, but he didn't. He probably thought... He was in there, but he probably thought you needed the bow to stun Bongo Bongo's hands. And so he cleared everything up to the boss room and then just left because I assumed that he thought he needed the bow, which is bad.
Yeah, a real monka for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so he could have had Shadow done.
Okay, well, iCup about to commit to 6 or 7 minutes of stuff here.
Yeah.
He's gonna get three skulls in this area probably.
Yeah. But yeah, like, the only thing that, I mean, Shake really has up on iCup is that he's done King Zora, and so he's gotten the Kokiri sword. He's done Ice Cavern, which, I mean, didn't really have much in there. But he got the hammer from... He got the hammer from Kokiri as well, so... Unless iCup decides to, you know, go back to Zora's Domain and get that last way of the hero... I mean, he's gotta, like, just pray he finds letter somewhere. It could be 50 skulls, it could be in GTG. We don't really know. But iCup's almost at 50 skulls, so...
No, he isn't. He's got like 12 more to get.
Yeah, well, 11 now, but, I mean, he's
Yeah.
a lot closer to 50 than Shake is.
Yeah, he is, but... He's just like running out of
Yeah.
easy ones to get.
He really is. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, without the boomerang, like, it's hard to grab extra ones as child. And especially being locked out of Deku.
Yep, he's hard playing still for him because he's getting this one. So
Yeah.
he's going for 50.
Yeah. I mean, if Ruto's letter is on 50 skulls and iCup manages to, like, pull it out, then, I mean, that's just, like, good on him.
Yeah, that would still mean that he has to take child to, like, get all of these skulls, take child to turn in the letter, to take adult,
I mean,
go to Ice Cavern.
I know, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. If Shake can't find another bow, it really doesn't matter how long it takes iCup to do anything.
I know.
Which is the
I'm in
sad
denial
part.
still, okay? I just want him to...
Yeah.
I'm in denial that he's still gonna find one. Okay, there's strength 2. So now he knows he can do spirit.
Yeah. That puts fire and spirit in for him. And unfortunately not shadow, which would give him all his dungeons done.
Yep.
Just need that bow. Yeah, and not to mention he could have already had Forest done at this point too.
If he had gotten the bow earlier, he could have been like done.
Yeah,
Done
probably in
by
go
now,
mode right now.
honestly.
Yeah, if not done in, like, for sure in go mode.
Which is actually amazing
Shake,
that
please. Playing through the fire and the flames right there.
it's amazing that iCup is playing for 50 skulls and all it took was Shake just missed one crucial check.
Yeah, I know. It just goes to show, like, even you're doing Dodongo's, the easiest dungeon in the game, like, you still kind of gotta pay attention and make sure you're grabbing all your stuff. It's really easy to accidentally forget something.
So I guess iCup's just not gonna get those maze checks. or he's maybe gonna end on them. I don't
He'll
know.
probably do them last, because he'll go all the way around, play
Oh
Song of
yeah.
Time to get up, and then just kind of walk backwards through the maze. Oh, it was Lens of Truth.
Wait, did Shake not do any of GTG when he was there?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, Shake went to GTG, like, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I
Oh,
gotta
but
go do the waterfall." Then he went,
he doesn't have bow, so he couldn't get that.
yeah. So he
So he
probably
figured,
thought, you know what, I'm actually gonna do fire instead.
yeah,
So he still has Ferora's Wind set in GTG.
right.
So he could go back at any time. And I mean, that's probably where he's going after he's done fire. Well, no, he'll go to Spirit, but after Spirit, I imagine he'll go back. And we're about to find out from iCup if he's gonna find a bow here.
What the heck all this stuff is.
Yeah, because I mean, if Shake finds a bow before iCup finds letter, then I still think it's like good. Because I mean, he's got he has all of Forest cleared, but it's still a long way to go through the dungeon. And I mean, he's got all of Shadow cleared. He just needs to go back in and beat the boss.
Both of those are just like the biggest feels bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, iCup has to go back and forth a million times to do, you know, and he has to hunt 2 items because he needs letter and boomerang.
Yeah, I wonder if he would ever go. At what point would he just go to King Zora? Because that might just be what the logic wants, like the seed actually wants.
Oh,
to
absolutely. I would think. I mean, you got Wallet, you got access to Ganon's. Maybe you find letter and then just go get ice, go get blue fire after that, like, because letter isn't going to be behind King Zora.
Right. We've already checked everything on the side. You have literally just Ice Cavern because Jabu and Fountain are both dead, so just all that stuff has already been checked.
Yep.
Although, you know what, actually? What if a bow is in a barren location?
Yeah, it's possible. But I mean, Zora's Fountain and Death Mountain Trail were both fully cleared out, except for the Fairy Fountain. Well, Death Mountain Trail was fully cleared.
No.
Oh, except for Big Oron, yeah, and the Fairy Fountain.
Anybody? Yeah, I don't think anybody checked the Fairy Fountain at the top.
No.
So
oh, and the Song of Storms Grotto. So it was only like 2 checks.
Yeah, so it's 3. Yeah, 3 checks there. 1 Fountain, 2 in Fountain. I don't even think he checked the Iceberg, so that's 2.
Yeah, he didn't check the Iceberg.
And then 3 in Jabu, but then yeah.
Yeah, and then Jabu is like... Yeah. But I mean, iCup's halfway through GTG and there's still like... Oh my god. He got that chest real fast in there. Just rolled right into it. Normally people have to use the flame... whatever. Flame shield. Yeah, iCup's only got the maze left, and then he's done. GTG. I'm not really sure what iCup does after this. Because iCup's running out of checks. Oh, I thought that was letter for a sec, just the shape, but no, just Stone of Agony. Not super useful. Wait,
Okay.
ICUP didn't check the left side of the maze.
He doesn't have keys.
Oh, he doesn't have the GTG keys. That's right. They're locked.
Now it's Ganon's time.
Yep. He's off to see the wizard. Hopefully when he's in there, he gets his blue fire just in case, but I honestly don't even think it's on his radar.
I don't either.
This laid into a seed. He already got Mirror Shield. Was like, oh yeah, that's my way of the hero. Probably didn't even consider King Zora.
What would be really funny here is if Iron Boots and Bow were in Ganon's, because then Shake could maybe get the bow, and then iCup would be led astray to Water Temple with the Iron Boots.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, ICUP can just clear water.
Yeah, but then, oh yeah, because he already, yeah, that's last dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he has long shot, he has water
fine.
keys. Yeah.
Would be fine.
So it's like, all ICUP, I mean, if ICUP finds Iron Boots, that would be better than finding letter.
Yeah.
Because then he doesn't have to go looking around for the boomerang.
I
Oh,
was
there's Iron
conflating two
Boots, so... So, yeah, I don't know why ICUP's even in here. I mean, he has to walk all the way to Lake Hylia, but, I mean, that's go mode for ICUP.
Yeah. Pretty much GG's.
Yeah, all ICUP has to do is beat Water Temple and he's done.
And he has the keys, so yeah. I was thinking of like a third stone or whatever, and like that he wouldn't be able to finish, but
yeah,
he's all good to go.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Bo could also be in Water Temple too. We never really even thought about Water Temple, but
truly unfortunate for Shake to miss that.
Yeah, Shake is gonna be pretty upset to hear that he missed that bow check or that bomb chest.
I mean,
it's still GG, Cole. Like, even if he gets his bow now, like, there's no way he can beat 2 dungeons before iCup just beats water. Even if iCup fully clears water, Shake still has to beat Spirit.
He could full clear water by the time Shake is done with Spirit.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like, you know, he could go to Shadow. He doesn't have Boss Key in Forest yet. Yeah, but he still doesn't have the Boss Key. And it's a long way into Shadow he has to go.
Yeah, so he has to ride the boat again.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time, even if that was the bow. Because Water Temple is really fast. I mean, unless iCup has to go all the way down to the Boss Key chest, in which case it could be a while, but... Alright, yep, Shake going to Spirit Temple. As expected. Oh, no, he's going to the Fairy Fountain first. Then he's going to Spirit. Trying to backwalk, but the levers can't leave him alone.
Alright, where's the boss?
Yeah, I kept hoping for a super fast boss key to just close it out. Probably thinking, man, I've probably lost.
He honestly might be, because it's been a while since he cleared a dungeon.
Yeah.
He's maybe thinking that like he needs to hurry the hell up.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, like, I mean honestly, iCup should have lost the seed. Like, I don't think iCup's plays were that bad. Just, I mean, if Shake had a bow, he just his his stupid trip to Ice Cavern paid off.
Holy hell, Ica, please.
Yeah, we all knew iCup wasn't gonna hit the switch no matter how many times it took. iCup's not the kind of person to resort to Babby strats when he's already cemented himself. Man, I really can't wait to find out where those other two bows are. Like, we've seen them clear almost every other check in the game. Like, just Water Temple and, like, the key-locked stuff in GTG is, like, about it.
Yeah, and whatever left in Castle.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Both bows behind Light Trial. Well, there's the boss key.
Alright.
I kept choosing to sink instead of save and quit. I don't actually know if save warping would be faster, but I assume the answer is yes.
Maybe by 5 seconds or something, because
Yeah. Well, since he has hover
little-
boots too.
it's a little longer save and quit on BC.
Oh yeah, I guess that's right. Didn't even have to change the water level. Shaky.
Well, the Ica play kind of fucked him in terms of time a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Because he went all the way and cleared well for nothing. 2 trips.
Yeah. Had to
Could have just
come
came
and then
straight.
go and
coulda
then
just
come
came
back.
Straight here. Could have just came straight here. Or straight to Ganon's and got his iron boots.
Yep.
He's so far away. Oh my
Wow,
god.
I can't believe that actually hit. Well, nice and easy with the bigger on sword, just 2 crouch stabs and a jump slash.
Yep. Icup's got maybe 8 minutes left.
You know, plus or minus is Ganondorf plus Ganon time. I watched some very interesting Ganon fights in the qualifiers.
You have the spoiler log, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm really curious where
We'll be going over that when this is
where
over.
the other bows are.
Yeah, I've been keeping all of the seeds for the tournament as well. So if anyone wants to play anything they forgot after it's over,
Nice.
they'll all be available. Shake lining up his long shot just right.
Man, BC controllers feel just so sensitive. Looks painful just to watch other people aim.
Yeah. Nah, not going for the torch.
Yeah, I mean, Schlongster, you're right.
If Shake got the bow, I mean, it would have changed his pathing, probably. But if his pathing stayed mostly the same, he probably would have had a good chance of beating Icup here.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had to do Spirit.
Yeah.
technically.
Having the ability to do Deku Tree, whereas iCup didn't, was just like so much stronger.
Yeah, not having to do Spirit, not having to climb fire to get that frickin' strength upgrade and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he probably would have done. I don't know if he would have done fire, because he would have. If he did Deku early enough, he would have had the hammer. So yeah, I guess not having to do Spirit. You're right. Because they didn't get anything else in Spirit Temple, right? Pretty sure
I don't
Spirit
think
was
so.
pretty barren. So yeah, who would have guessed that Shake's crazy Ice Cavern play at the beginning of the game was would have paid off in this seed, but that's just how Randomizer goes. There's all sorts
It almost
of
did.
crazy
I mean, it
stuff.
almost won him the seed.
Snacky's line guide. Oh, checks guide. Yeah, like I said, he's not gonna be happy to find out that he missed that check. Alright, iCup's only got one room left to go through. Climb the final staircase. Hopefully have a decent Ganondorf fight.
They'll be done in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Bigger on sword gonna be giving him a real nice fight too. Yeah, I wonder what was on 50. Probably either letter or boomerang if I had to guess. I mean, they could have been in Castle, they could have been in the other side of GTG keys. Who knows? Yep, meme time. Oh, iCup doesn't have a... iCup doesn't do this with a bottle?
No.
He's nuts. Alright, let's hope for the Ganondorf. Oh, he's just mashing.
Kind of lucky he got it there.
Yeah. I mean, the first 3 are guaranteed, and then after that, it's just skill. It's just skill. Hopefully he remembers to equip off. Yeah, good. And equip something that he can, oh, he's probably going to re-equip his Biggoron sword. Instead of hammer. Just because it allows you to crouch the, crouch stab the tail a little easier.
Jake, just use the...
Yeah, just use the
Use the
torch
slug.
slug. No, we gotta wait till it's over. Spoiler log doesn't open up until everyone's in call. Then we get to experience the memes together, just so it doesn't have to keep getting repeated. Little more to the right. There you go, shake. Oh, no. There you go. Alright, nice early, or nice quick phase 1 for iCup. Gonna be grabbing his Master Sword back. And time coming up very soon. It's been a long, sad journey with you guys tonight. Sometimes these matches are comedies, sometimes they're tragedies. Unfortunately, today was a bit of a tragedy. Hopefully later tonight we'll get to see more of a comedy. Schlongster versus Lord Fluffy. Be sure to tune in. commentary by Flame Forged. It's gonna be poggers. Alrighty, and time! 30401 for iCup. Good. Alright, GG's.
GG's.
iCup, congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you collected so many skulls.
Well, yeah, I got a bug in a bottle as like my second item, and I didn't get my 40 or 50, so.
Shake, I gotta say, the way you routed the seed, you probably would have beat iCup if you would have remembered to grab your bow from Dodongo's cavern.
What?
You missed the bomb bag chest, and that's where the bow was.
You are fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
No,
I
it
kind
was-
of biffed it at the end.
It was pretty harsh. Neither of you guys
man.
found any other bows.
We
So
were
I-
really hoping you would find one and not get punished.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I played.
Dude, your play to go to Ice Cavern at the very beginning, we were both
Oh
like,
my
huh.
God.
Then you found, by the way, iCup Kokiri Sword was on Unfreezing King Zora.
Yeah.
Way of the Hero locations, yeah. So Shake
I
got to
would've
do
done
Deku.
that.
Shake
No.
had
Well, I didn't-
Kokiri sword
Yeah.
40 minutes in, and
Yeah.
then Hammer was in Deku.
Yeah. Shake, we
didn't-
also gotta say, like, did you know that you can stun Bongo Bongo's hands with the hook shot?
Yeah, I didn't know the fucking trick to get across with bomb shoes, though.
It's down. The shortcut is there.
Yeah.
It was?
The
Oh, I
statue
wasn't
was
paying-
the statue was
I
down.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you don't with the shortcut turned on, you don't need to bomb the statue.
I'm such a dumbass dude.
We were like, "What's going on?" And then you walked right past the fallen statue, and we were like,
my-
"Oh."
Dude, I was tilted this entire seed, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, so before I look up where the other bows are, I actually want to see where those 50 skull hints were, because neither of you guys found the hints for 50 skulls.
I decided at some point after I got 20, I was like, I'm not getting 40 or 50.
Yeah,
seed,
so
there's no
50
way.
skulls only had a heart piece. The two hints for 50 skulls were Hyrule Castle Rock Wall and Hyrule Castle Storm's Grotto.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Okay, where were those other bows? Let's see. So Dodongo's
Validation
Cavern,
chest.
Bomb Bag Chest, there
Validation
we
chest.
go. Water Temple
Validation
Dragon Chest,
Oh my
Okay.
god!
and it was in the GTG maze in the first chest, behind the
Gotcha.
keys.
God.
Yeah.
Man, that whole last hour, I'm like, oh my god, I choked it.
Yeah, we were
See, that's
thinking
what I
like,
thought.
yeah. So where was the other two things you guys never found were Letter and Boomerang,
Scale 2.
and the second scale, yeah. So Letter was in Shadow Trial.
Oh.
The second scale was also in Shadow Trial. And the Boomerang was in Spirit Trial. So-
I haven't had to go to Ganon
Wow.
Castle in such a long time, so I kind of forgot that was an option.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
like,
we were just like, well, iCup in Ganon's, like, at that point, you guys had pretty much cleared everything else except Water Temple. You couldn't get into Water Temple, so we were like, well, it's either Iron Boots, Boomerang, Letter, but yeah, all three of them were there.
Okay, I have to ask, Shake. So, when did you decide to go to Ice Cavern? Were you like in River and you were just like, okay, I'm here, or was that
I-
deliberate, like from the start?
I had gotten Zeldas, and I think I wanted. I don't know. I think I wanted Sculptureless. Did I get Sculptureless that time or no? I was just
You
like,
did.
I'm
You had
into
Hookshot and you were getting skulls. Well, not in River. You didn't get the skulls because it wasn't night.
Yeah, I remember. Dude, I think it was deliberate. I decided I wanted to go to Ice Cavern, because I was over there and I was like, I don't see why not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, was it was you decided to go to the Ice Cavern when you were in River or before you went to River? Like you were
When
like,
I was
okay, I'm
in
gonna
River.
do.
When I
Okay,
was in
yeah.
River.
So it was kind of an on the fly, like, oh, I might as well.
Yeah.
It is a nice cavern, yes.
And when you got your bomb bag, what did you think?
I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna
You were like,
fucking
Yeah.
I'm a
pedal to
legend.
the metal, and then I went to Forest Temple and got the bomb bag, and I was like, okay, now I'm worried.
Yeah, I cup went to Forest way sooner than you did, and we were like, because you got the bomb bag, and we were like, okay, well that's a huge thing, because iCup's probably never gonna come here for a while, and then iCup got no, iCup got a bomb choose first from the first room in Forest Temple, and we were like, oh, okay, bomb choose, that's pretty good. And then you got your bomb bag, and we were like, oh my god, that's way better. And then iCup got his bomb bag like soon
So
after, and we were
disappointing.
like, well, Shake's kind of screwed. And then when you got Kokiri sword from King Zora, we were like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah, I knew. I was like, okay, so Zora's Domain's way the hero, so I'm just gonna. I didn't want to unfreeze Zora because like it's so out of the way. When you like don't have letter or whatever, you have to literally go back and around to unfreeze
Yeah.
Zora. But yeah, dude, I'm so sad.
Yeah.
After I did the child checks and domain, like, okay, spirit keys and mirror shield, those are both way the hero, so I don't want to go out of my way to unfreeze King Zora.
Yeah, it's funny
Probably
that both
should've.
Spirit Keys and Mirror Shield were in Zora's domain.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then your guys' loaded graveyard was pretty hot. Shake, you never found your fifth way of the hero that said Death Mountain Crater was way of the hero,
Yeah.
and that was
I
the
assume that was
the
scale.
scale. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
iCup.
wait, about that.
Yeah, iCup. Why didn't you
Yeah.
grab the scale when you first saw it there?
I thought it was a bloopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we thought, we were like, oh, iCup probably thinks it's a bloopy, because we were like, I was like, I'm 99% sure it was a scale. And then when you went back to go bomb the rock, you like went back down there, and I was like, oh, he saved it for later. Did you just like second guess yourself or what?
Well, I knew it was way the hero, then I'm like, there wasn't anything in the bomb grotto.
Oh,
So it's either
okay.
the fairy fountain or that check. I just didn't see it.
Oh, I
Right.
gotcha. That makes
Sure enough, it
sense.
was
Yeah.
scale.
Oh man,
Well,
I had
I've
one other
never,
thing to ask Shake too. Can't
what's
remember what
up?
it was.
Yeah, I've never simultaneously played a seed so good and a seed so bad in the same setting. I don't know how.
Yeah. It was also like we were popping off at the beginning because beating Deku gave you Furore's Wind as well, and we were just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is like amazing start. And then when you were going through DC, we were just like, he just walked by the chest, like,
Yeah, I just walked by the chest.
and then we were like, oh no, it's a bow too, like, and then that like really screwed you in Forest, and then we were just like, well, there's a chance, because we were like, he's never going back into DC like for any reason, so it was just like he's got to find a bow somewhere.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, where is this bow?
I was like, where is this iron boots, Kokiri sword, and anything really?
Yeah.
Hammer?
Then we were really worried that because iCup did Fire Temple earlier, so we were like, okay, well, because iCup full cleared the temple without Megaton Hammer, because obviously didn't go to Deku, and so we were like, what if you just like get the boss key and are like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, just not do fire, and then you weren't gonna get your strength, and then luckily we saw you walk up the temple.
Yeah.
I remember what I remember what I was gonna ask now, but go on.
No, go ahead.
Okay. What was you placed Furore's Wind in GTG,
Yeah.
and then you left to go check the water temple, and then you
Yeah.
never ended up going back to GTG. Did you just decide to do fire instead?
No. I forgot one check in Gerudo Valley, and I was really worried that was it. So I I messed up and I forgot the check. So
Yeah, but after that, because we saw you plant it and then leave, and then go to the waterfall, but then you never went back to GTG after that. Instead, you just went to Fire Temple.
Yeah, I probably just messed up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because, yeah, we saw you, like, leave, and we were like, wait, he's just leaving GTG? And then we saw you walk out, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's probably because, 2 hours ago he dropped the chicken and didn't get to see what was behind the waterfall, so probably going back now because, like, what if it's the bow, right? Like, we knew the whole seed. You were like, where's the bow? Where's the bow?
That's so sad, dude. That's so sad. I would have been done with the seed an hour ago.
Yeah, you
what I was saying.
probably would have beaten iCup by quite a bit.
I was saying that around the 240 mark, I was like, if you had gotten bow, you would have been done by now.
I would have been done.
I should have
my
rushed
God.
Ganon's Castle now that I know it's an option because I've gone so many seeds now without Ganon's Castle. So it was just like in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Hey, you found the bow.
Hey.
Hey. But yeah, other than that, you guys pretty much did all the same stuff. Just
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Snacky,
Shake.
you are a memer.
Shake went to
Hey,
Deku.
Snacky.
GDO, did you see the meme that Snacky
Oh,
posted?
posted in Booter.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I feel like there's a lot of meme formats that could go with that.